At Joel's Glory Holes, we're drilling our way into the heart of America, one hole at a time.
I'm Joel Stevens with Joel's Glory Holes. For the last 20 years, we've been the #1 glory hole installment company in the South.
Our reputation is stiff and spread by word of mouth.
As a gas station owner, I didn't know how important it was to have a glory hole inside of our bathroom. And then Joel and his crew came by and installed it in less than a day. We're not making any more money, but we've never been busier.
Our dedicated craftsmen ensure every installation is crafted with pride and precision. Our glory holes are perfect, never cockeyed.
I've been installing glory holes with Joel for about 15 years. Hell, I even put one in the house for me and the missus.
I've installed glory holes like everywhere. Truck stops, gas stations, truck stops, gay clubs, truck stops.
Call us today for all your glory hole needs. If you call us in the next 48 hours, I'll throw in my own patented ball shelf with your purchase of a glory hole.
Joel's Ball Shelf, where comfort swings and innovation lands.
We're not just installing holes to put your penis through. We're installing memories.
Joel's Glory Holes, not just holes, but whole experiences.
It's time for the best pubcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, this is Riley Cote, and you're listening to Corner Pub Sports.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Corner Pub Sports.
Give your balls a tug, you tent fucker!
Yo, 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 welcome to the show. Corner Pub Sports come at you here live here on a Friday night.
Brought to you by Joe's Glory Holes.
Brought to you by Joe's Glory Holes. What is going on, everybody?
Not just the whole experience, the whole installation.
That's right. Let's go around the horn. I'm Sean.
Mike.
It's Gary.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. We come at you usually every other Friday night. We did 2 in a row this week. I figured we'd give you a holiday edition of the podcast tonight. I got to be honest, like
it's hybrid this week.
It's a yeah. We wanted to give a quick shout out to our brother Ryan, who got married last weekend, who can't be on the show this week.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you, Ryan. Good for you. Nah, seriously, good for you.
It was a fun time.
Right now, Ryan's in Hershey.
Yeah.
You get your dick and your pussy all covered in shit.
That's Ryan.
He's going to get off by cobbing his knob.
Ryan, right now, his wife.
Such a good dick.
Hope so.
Oh, good for you.
That's for Ryan right there.
Don't get it all over her shorts.
That's right. But welcome to the show, everybody. We thank you for tuning in. And, of course, if you're watching live on Facebook, Twitter, we thank you. And, of course, if you're downloading the show on all the podcast platforms, iTunes, Stitcher,
Satchel,
we thank you so much. So welcome to the show, everybody. We have, it's funny. I said to these guys before the show, I said, I don't think we have a lot to talk about tonight. I mean, we have a little bit. Obviously, there was some Sixers news, a little bit of Flyers news, a little bit of Phillies news. But, not much else. Maybe it'll be a short show. We know how this goes.
Better than a shit show.
We know how this goes. This is not. It's not going to be like it's going to be.
It always ends up going off the rails at some point.
We always say it's going to be a short show.
I'm such an idiot. I threw my beer out
again.
All right.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Before we get into this, right?
It's in his glass.
Sean has a beer that he pours into his glass, and he crushes it up.
Here we go.
And then he takes it back out, saying, "Oh shit, I need to have the beer for it." He takes a sip out of the beer that was in the trash can,
Damn.
And then throws it back away.
Back
and
to
now he has to
Mayfair.
get it again.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's the Mayfair blood in your brother.
Don't give a fuck.
I don't care. Like beer's beer. All right, let's go. I'm just kidding. All right, go around. What are we drinking? What are you drinking?
Second Fiddle Double IPA. And goddamn, is this a strong one?
Fiddlehead.
Fiddlehead.
8.2%. Yeah.
It's a good one. Oh, Callie. Callie's tuning in. Callie
Well, that's up, Callie.
jumps in here. He said, I'm sitting down in Maryland, did some fishing yesterday. Good for you. Polsky tuned in. Polsky actually went up to Portland, Pennsylvania, and it was fishing off of a lake.
I didn't know there was a Portland, Pennsylvania.
Sure is. Yeah, it's in not Montgomery County. I'm gonna lose it.
Allegheny?
No. Well, it's like right below the Pocono Mountain, Mount Pocono.
Okay.
So anyway, what are you drinking, Mike?
I got the same thing. I got the Fiddlehead, the double fiddle or double IPA.
That's good stuff.
Second fiddle, yeah.
I got Wicked Weed Brewing, and I got Freak. There's my crushed can. Freak of Nature. It's a double IPA.
Wicked Weed.
All right, so we're all drinking doubles, huh?
Which is exactly what we needed after we just pregame for 3 hours. So, we were at Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne.
Shout out to Sandy's.
Sandy's is a great spot.
Yeah.
Their sandwiches are Jesus. They're Sandy sandwiches, man.
Sandy sandwiches. It's a Sandy sandwich.
The roast beef.
I did the pork.
Yeah, I did the pork too. But I'm just saying, like Sandy's roast beef, like
Like
Sandy's roast beef's good too.
Yeah, it is with that horseradish. What did you do? You did chicken
fingers and fries.
Fingers and fries.
What do you ate?
Yes.
Yeah.
That sandwich. I walked in. I seen the size of the sandwich Sean had. I was like, nah. That's gonna lay in my stomach all fucking night if I eat that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it does, but it's so fucking good.
Pork itself, man. Pork is greasy. It does sit for a while.
Even fingers and fries made me blow the fucking toilet up.
That's true. Yeah, obviously, if you're watching live, it looks like we have quite a few listeners tuning in live tonight, which I'm surprised. It's a holiday weekend. That's good.
That's awesome.
Feel free to comment. Whatever. But we have a lot of topics to get to tonight. We're going to talk about the Phillies All-Stars, which should be interesting. We have SSCS, which is Seaman Swallowed Cocksucker of the Week. We got Fuck You Bin tonight. We got some Flyers talk. We got Why You Were Drunk. But we're going to start off. We're going to start off with a team that we've been kind of down on lately. Had they finally turned the corner? I don't know. The 76ers. The Sixers are now. They by far made the biggest splash in free agency, right? Getting PG-13, getting Paul George added to the roster.
Yeah.
Paul George is just like Embiid, can't stay on the court all season.
He actually played a lot of games last year.
He did last year. It was the first time in a while.
The first time in 3 years he played a full season, basically a full season.
Gary, it's a legitimate concern.
It is a legitimate concern.
How old is he?
34.
34, 4-year deal. But Paul George is a 76er. Look.
I'm sorry.
No. This is what we do it for, right? Like, I want to hear everyone's true thoughts on this. Mike, let's start with you, man. Paul George is now a 76er. Your initial reaction was what?
My initial reaction was good. We didn't have to pay anything draft-wise to get him. You knew he was going to take a max deal. He was the top free agent on the market. There wasn't anyone second close to him. This is what Daryl Morey went out to do.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl Morey last year set the team up for the opportunity to get Paul George. No doubt about it. That's exactly what he did. He set his target. He got him. Am I over the moon excited about the team afterwards? I don't think it's quite enough, but yeah, it's good. It's borderline great move. It doesn't make them the favorite, but when the best free agent that's on the market and you get them, when you plan for it, I mean, what's not to like about it?
Jay Parr just chimed in, said ridiculous amount of money.
Like I can't argue what your opinion with that, Mike, but they're still not. They can't compete with Boston. They
But-
just can't.
But it gets them closer. I mean, it's the counter to that is, what was the alternative?
Hold on, real quick. Jason May said, "So we win with PG, or we never win with Embiid." By the way, Jason, I don't know if Mike told you, man, but Mike shared the story last week of you playing golf with fucking Santonio Holmes last weekend. That's awesome, dude. Like, congrats, and congrats on beating his ass too. But how cool is that, man? That had to been an experience. Must have been an experience, dude. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, that's great stuff. But this is this week. That was last week.
We got Joe. But we didn't talk to Jason last week.
Love you, brother.
He was in Pittsburgh. And Joe says, how many more games combined will George and Embiid play? George coincidentally played 74 on a contract opt-out year. Good point. And that's so.
You know what?
That's probably segueing into Gary's.
However, and I go, it's they haven't had a great track record in the playoffs, but I really don't care how many games they play during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's 60. I don't care if it's 80. If they play 60 and they get the 2 or 3 seed,
what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
If they play 60, they win 55 games. That probably gets them at the 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
55, 56, whatever that, then okay.
You don't expect more. Like, you don't want more.
During the regular season?
No, season doesn't matter, man. As long as you're one of the top seeds, you get home court for most of the playoffs.
But that's what everyone's talking about. Well, he's talking to like, I don't care how many games they play in the regular season. I just want to know what they're going to do in the playoffs.
I have big.
They're going to get bounced out in the second round.
So Gary, what's your concern there? What's your thoughts? Not concern. What's Sixers sign Paul George? Boom. Your initial thoughts were what?
I just don't think it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like he gets hurt. Embiid gets hurt. Like you need Embiid is your star, and he's done absolutely nothing in the postseason since he's been here. Mm-hmm. And now you add another veteran player. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, but I just don't see it happen. They're still going to get bounced out of the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have what? If you're the Sixers GM, are you trading Embiid and rebuilding now? Is that your move?
I don't know, Mike. That's a tough position.
Because I mean, if you're not signing Paul George, then there's no sense in keeping Embiid.
Well, no, they signed Paul George because they're keeping Embiid and with the hopes that they're going to go past the second.
Right, exactly, and
but they're not going to.
But that's all that they can do. That's all that they can hope for, unless you're starting over.
And they also extended Maxey,
which was a great move.
But they had to. Dave Langle
which
says,
was like, water is wet type move. Like,
did Maxey get maxed?
Yeah.
Yes.
As much as he could.
His rookie, whatever they call it, the rookie max deal, or whatever.
Yeah,
his second contract, you can only go so far, but he got the most he can get. Dave Langle said, still can't beat Boston, and the B can still stay still can't stay healthy.
So that's what you got to gauge it against. I mean, Boston is a complete all-around solid basketball team.
Yes.
The guys coming off the bench could beat the Sixers starters.
Right. Callie said, I feel like Tobias Harris is addition by subtraction. That's the best move so far. Dave Langle said, big paychecks for winning nothing. Someone else, I think it was Callie, said a lot of money for someone who never won anything. And then they're just
Harden's still getting $70 million for 2 years, and what has he done?
Yeah,
his name and his beard brings that money.
Paul George is.
Joe said all the regular season and playoff talk. While Embiid has to get back from the Olympics with both knees intact. Oof. And then we got Dave Peterson saying, "Happy 5th of July, everybody." Hey, hope everyone had a great Independence Day, man.
Yeah,
we had a good time.
Happy birthday, America.
That's right. 2 more years, dude. Big one for Philadelphia. We got the All-Star game here in Philly. We got, I think the Sixers are going to be, or the Sixers, the Wells Fargo is going to be hosting the All-Star game as well that year, I believe.
Oh, really? Basketball?
I think so, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on in 2 years from.
Which is funny that Wells Fargo is going to host it, and they might not even have NBA basketball there.
By
2 years after that.
2 years they should.
No, but 2 years after that they won't.
Oh, 2 years.
So
after
they'll
they
host a
won't,
game and then like 2 years later not even have the.
So
I mean, I hate to be so negative.
No, but so here Jason says this, and this is I think so. Jason May says the Sixers just seem stuck in a have-to situation.
Right.
Yes,
they are,
and they will be in that have-to situation as long as Embiid is on the roster.
I think it's deeper than that. We've already talked about this before. I think that part of it is they don't have stability. They're always in a have-to situation because they're never good enough, and they're always trying to get there.
Well, I mean, they tried winning with a doctor. They couldn't do it. Now they're trying to win with a nurse, and they can't do it.
But the players, I mean,
how long did it take you to think of that one?
They said that a while ago.
First of all, they did win with Dr. J, so go fuck yourself.
Oh, Doc Rivers.
Oh, Doc Rivers. Oh, I got you. Sorry.
You know where I was going with that.
I missed that.
Oh, really?
I missed that.
Chris, we talked about that a month ago.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was good. Sorry.
You guys are fucking drinking too much.
I'm thinking of Dr. J. You know what I mean? It was his birthday a couple months ago. You know, you're feeling good. Dude's like 70-something, 74 years
Don't mean
old.
nothing now.
No. And you're like, all right, like everyone's celebrating Dr. J and how
Fuck
great
him
he was.
in his 70s.
And you know why? 83. Go fuck yourself. We're gonna get to something about Dr. J in a second. That's why he's still fresh on my mind, because Mike and I went through a list yesterday. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about Paul George, it's really interesting that
this guy with two first last names,
where he falls on free agent signings by the Sixers of all time.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
So, all right, but Gary, so you said your point. However, I will say that you've never had a positive thing to say about the Sixers.
Because the last fucking 4 years, you guys drug me in. I got interested, and I ended up disappointed.
I know, but I'm just saying that it's hard to take to not have that in the back of your mind when you're stating your opinion on
Fair
that.
enough. Like Joel Embiid, regular season MVP, that's great. I want to see him punch people in the mouth and light it up in the playoffs.
He had a good
Mm-hmm.
first series this year.
But
I'll smack you in the mouth. I'm Neil Diamond.
He's got to take it to the next level, and he hasn't. And I want to see him do it. I don't think he can.
Yeah. I think he can if he's healthy, and if he has a good enough supporting cast, which he doesn't yet. I'm hoping that they can find a way to continue to build.
But I mean, how much time does he got left with them knees?
I don't know, man.
Them knees.
2-3 years,
Them
probably.
knees.
Them knees are bad.
All right, so Sean.
So Jason May said, I think Gary's right on the Embiid point last week. Update: Holmes had a great game off. Santonio Holmes had a great game off the tee. Short game, not so much. He also does not like being called Holmes.
Come on, Holmes.
That's awesome.
Holmes, you got to make that putt.
Jason, that sounds like kind of sounds like my game. I'm great off the tee. My approach shots aren't bad. Dude, putting's killing me. Anyway, no one gives a fuck. So because we were talking about it last week, and we're like, oh, you and Jason should play. I said Jason will spank me. So I saw your handicap, motherfucker. I saw it on 18 birdies. I saw it. It's a pretty good game you got going on there, Jay. Langle said trade him, meaning I guess Embiid. So my thoughts.
Yes.
They had to. Because they had no other option. If they weren't going to get Paul George, it was going to be a major loss for this organization, no matter what. You had to go out and get the big fish. When you saved all that money, Tobias, all these guys come off the books. Literally, the only guys. I mean, Maxey was a done deal. Like everyone knew that Maxey was still on the team.
Yeah, it wasn't even like everybody's like going to praise the move. It was like no shit. Like that wasn't like
they were going to do that.
Yeah, it wasn't news when they signed Maxey to the max deal. It was just a matter of when.
He was a restricted free agent.
Right.
They weren't letting Tyrese Maxey go anywhere. They
absolutely
right.
Fucking not.
He was a restricted free agent. It's not like he could have went anywhere and whatever. That wasn't happening. So everyone knew he was going to stay here. Maxey knew he was going to stay here. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Like what accolades did he get this season?
So I'm putting him in this talk. It was Embiid and Maxey under contract, and that was it. Everyone else is off the books, except for your draft picks, who you just
Paul Reed, who you could have the option for. Ricky Council, I think is like
Ricky Council is playing in the summer league.
Right.
Ricky Council is going to make the team. He's
Well,
going
he
to
might
be on the
have
team.
to. Yeah.
But technically speaking, two guys were on the. So if you drop the ball and you didn't sign a big free agent, the biggest fish in the pond, which was Paul George, that was going to be a major loss. That was going to be a major miss on
then
your
you were
part.
going to have to really scramble and trade. Now, the one good thing about that is they do have a lot of draft picks now.
They do.
And maybe they could actually kind of position those to kind of
get
ready,
else.
get closer to. I don't know how it works salary cap wise.
If you're looking at the team though as a whole, like are they right now? They don't have a complete team, so you can't sit
It's
there.
hard to
for anyone to
gauge.
say, "Oh, they're better than they were last year." Based
No,
on
they're
what
not. No,
they
they're
don't
not.
have. Like I felt like last year, I really did when they added Buddy Hield, when they added some of these guys to the team. I'm like, wow, man! For the first time, they're deep, and B got hurt, and then it was like, shit. Like don't forget how good the Sixers were.
Before
And B was having and I'm going to emphasize this, an historical season. Only he and Wilt Chamberlain averaged more points per minute in a season. Then Embiid gets hurt, and then
that don't mean nothing.
The wheels
Sean.
fell off. But
What do you mean it
hold
doesn't
on.
mean nothing?
I
It
mean,
means
I'm trying
nothing.
to. What I'm trying to say is
I'm
like, no,
sorry.
it's fine. So what I'm trying to say is that team was complete. They were winning games, and B was having a fantastic season. Now you blew it all up. So Justin Emery hit me up on Twitter. It's like, I said, so for those who are against the Paul George signing, I want to know your alternative plan. And someone said, blow it up. I said, you did. You did blow it up. Tobias Harris, everyone's gone except for Embiid. What, you want Embiid to go too?
Embiid that's what everybody means by blow it up.
You can't. What are you going to
It's not.
What are you going to get?
That's drastic.
What are you going to get for him?
Like that's drastic.
Like we've gone through this before. I don't know how much more you can throw something down, blow something up down to the bare bones as much as they did this offseason.
And the fact is, they got two first. They don't have a first round. They have two first rounders next year. They don't have one the year after that. They have two first rounders the year after that. They have and then they have a couple like. So
But
you blowing
I don't think
it
they
up.
have enough time though.
No. But my point is, you blowing it up. What's that going to mean? You're going to get like two more. You're going to have 4 first rounders, and then like 2 in the next year. Like what exactly is it that you're going to get for Embiid, other than more draft picks? Like, what are you going to do with the draft picks?
But I mean, they got to find a way to find his replacement, Mike. Soon.
Who, Embiid?
Yes. I'm not saying get.
Well,
rid
they have
of
a couple unprotected picks coming up. They have a chance. They
got to figure out what they're going to do.
You know what? They're not worried about that right now.
Post
though.
Embiid.
Right now, they're worried about this year because we've talked about it over and over again.
That's going to be a disaster.
What is going to be a disaster
this season?
Why?
I
How's it going to be a disaster? So so now you got Maxey Embiid and Paul George as your top 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're signing some veteran guys. You're signing some other younger players. They're not done yet. They're far from done. They're gonna. You have to. They have to spend money. You can't sit on. It's not like the baseball or NFL. You can't sit on the money. You have to spend it. They're going to spend the money. They're going to sign guys who have names. Guys who have.
They got to fill a roster.
They have to fill a roster. They have to fill it with guys. Now, here's the thing. They have to fill it with guys who are going to make a contribution. I wasn't a fan of the fact that they got rid of Buddy Hield. I know people are like, fuck that.
They need defense and they need shooters.
Buddy Hield to me was a guy off the bench you can have who can shoot the ball. You got him for a 2031 second-round pick to Golden State. Watch Buddy Hield. Look, I'm not saying Buddy Hield's a game changer anymore because he's not. You know, he was balled out. The Sixers went out and got him, and now he's gone for a draft pick 7 years away. I get it. It is what it is. But I would rather have him here than not.
Then we're getting through this, and then there's rumors they're going to bring Ben Simmons back.
No.
Yeah,
well,
I don't.
Because
they need a 4. They need a 4.
Technically, Paul George is a 4.
Yeah, he can't defend the 4 though. He can't defend that position inside. I think that's where the difference is. They need a legitimate 4. I just don't know who's out there at this point, who they can get. I don't know.
So what players are we missing? What players are missing that fits Nurse's system?
They need a 3-and-D guy. They don't have that. You know, they don't have any bench depth at all. They don't have anything. So for someone to sit there and go, "Oh, they're better than they were last year," because I've heard that.
No, they're not.
They're not. Now, if you want to make the argument that Paul George
They're projecting to be better than they were.
is Paul George a better upgrade than Tobias Harris? Holy shit, cling the beers together. Yes. Like, there is not even a question. You're arm's length better than what you were last year as far as your starting rotation goes.
Well, not technically. They don't have a starting rotation.
Or your starter. I mean, right now, those three are already better than your last
So
three.
they got 3 stars.
They're talking about Marcus Morris. Did you see that coming back?
Yeah.
Then they got to sign for more money if you want him again.
Like, is Paul George going to be more productive than James Harden was?
Yes. Yes,
I
on this
think
team, yes, absolutely. Not even a question
for this offense. And look, that's
like
kind
Harden was a shooter.
Harden wasn't. No,
that's kind of disrespectful to James Harden though, because he did break the team record for assists that
When
year.
he was hot, bro.
So don't put. You were very quick to answer that, and I think that's a little disrespectful. A little disrespect.
Just a little
disrespect.
Disrespect.
A little bit.
So, yeah, Harden.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
I feel like Harden was another situation where it's a little bit of addition by subtraction. Harden held on to the ball the whole time. He had to have the ball in his hands. He held Maxey back.
Mm-hmm.
He also drove into the lane at the last second, threw crap up, and bitched about fouls. He wasn't a great defender. He took games off. There's rumors that him and Embiid went out before Game 7 against Boston. Like,
yeah, there was something that Jay said earlier. I'm sorry. Embiid showed his true colors in Game 6 and 7 2 years ago.
Yeah. Although Game 6, the Sixers, if they hit their threes, they're up in that game, and then they got cold.
They did. Noel, I don't want to miss this. He said Sixers future post Embiid PG will be just fine. They are set, assuming they don't blow all their resources and futures picks on a guy, which is
Right.
I think they might.
They might do that.
I
Yeah.
can see that. And then he also said they are for sure better than last year. They added a young guard in the draft for replace Reed with Drummond. Now, I don't want to. That's a major upgrade.
Yeah.
So I apologize. You're right. Andre Drummond backing up Embiid is huge. That's a huge.
He's not even that old.
He's 30.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought he was older than that.
Yeah.
Eric Gordon is a great shooter. Paul George, another year of development for Maxey. Yeah,
Yes.
I that like Andre Drummond being your backup.
Is Eric Gordon a starting caliber player? I don't think he is.
No, Gordon's gonna be off the bench. He can't.
Well, then who's your shooting guard?
Yeah, you need to shoot. Well, shit. Maybe it is gonna be Gordon.
Right now, it is.
It's not gonna be the rookie.
No.
He's too busy TikToking. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, nice. Yeah, I mean the other thing
What
is
is that? Oh, the mango. What you got?
Yeah. The
What
mango.
is it, Garrett? Tell the people.
It's the Wicked Weed Brewing Mango Wowie.
Mango Wowie. Let me get a sniff. That's has a strong smell to it. That's pretty good. It's a good beer.
Nice.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's different.
It's a hazy, by the way, with mango.
Okay. I like it.
It's not bad.
So yeah, I mean, they got more work to do.
Django.
Now Morris, I guess, could be possibly a starting caliber too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been 30 minutes. Do the Sixers need any more?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of content going on here. We got a lot of people who are jumping
I'm
in here.
only kidding, man. I'm only kidding.
Noel says Sixers have the Clippers 2028 and 31 unprotected first round picks. Imagine how valuable they can become with Harden declining and Kawhi never playing for the Clippers.
That's a good point.
100%. I don't want them you've gathered all these assets. We're not in the same Hinkie era anymore. Again, there's nothing wrong with the same Hinkie thing. What he did was build the team to a point to get to the part where they can either draft guys early enough or trade for guys like James Harden.
Right.
When they made the James Harden trade, even though I didn't love it, and I was the only one who said on this panel that didn't love it, because I didn't think that James Harden was it anymore.
He wasn't a difference maker.
But you weren't going to be able to make that move if it wasn't for the moves that Sam Hinkie made. So I get that part. I want them to sit on those picks. on the 28, 31 picks. I want them to sit there and just be able to have those unprotected picks and be able to, just take your chances and wait and be able to draft young talent because you know what? You know why? Because the Sixers don't draft. I don't want to say they don't draft well, but historically, their main players haven't been through free agency, and we'll get to that in a second. They've been through the draft and they've been through trades, and we'll go through that list in a second.
Yeah,
because it's an interesting list that we're going to go through.
But Garrett, to your point is, and Sean, where where you said I disrespected Harden, I brought up my points about why, what made Harden detrimental. Harden was also great passer, fantastic passer, better passer than Paul George, one of the best passers that we've had on the team. But Paul George is a defensive guy, can shoot threes probably just as well, if not better.
Probably just as well, yeah.
I
mean, Harden at this point,
right?
Harden at one point was one of the greatest 3-point shooters ever. That isn't the case anymore.
It wasn't when the Sixers had him.
No.
He could also drive a little bit. He's a better scorer, better rebounder, and a better defender. So that's why. And I think that on this team, where Maxey is the ball dominant, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. So I think for this team, Paul George is better than Harden.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Honestly, I do.
Mm-hmm. So let's go through a list. We'll change subjects. We'll move on. We'll talk about Maxey too, real quick too, before we do that. Mike and I had a discussion last night. We were getting ready to set off some fireworks. We kept all our digits, which is good.
Baby, you're a fire.
Oh shit! I forgot to play it. I'll play the song in the next segment.
All right.
But we went through a list here of the top free agent signings the Sixers have ever had. Right? Does Paul George fit on this list? And is Paul George the greatest free agent signing?
How far back you go?
Ever. It's to their history, franchise history.
Damn. That's a lot of names, Sean.
Caldwell Jones, 1976. He played for the ABA most of his career. He played. He was a center. He made the NBA Finals 3 times. But he moved to the Rockets in 1982, so he didn't even get the chance to win it. But he was a good player. I'm not even going to name number 7 on this list, Allen Iverson, because they re-signed him. That's bullshit.
No,
he doesn't.
That's
follow.
not a free agent.
No,
they
and
drafted him.
And wait until you hear. There's another one I'm going to leave off. So we're leaving him off. Iverson wasn't going anywhere. Number 6, J.J. Redick.
Solid player.
He was solid for him, right? Good player,
But a great free agent pickup.
That's how bad this list is.
He's he's the 6th best. That's
pathetic.
It's not good. The Sixers are not good at signing free agents. It's interesting. And it's rare that they're in the position they were in this offseason, where they were the ones with the biggest bait, dumping it in the pond, going, come on, let's go. What do you got? It's rare. And the Sixers were in great position to do that. And
I'm not taking nothing away from the guy's talent. He was fun.
It's kind of a shame that this didn't happen a couple years ago.
But
That's all I'm going to say.
He's on the list of greatest free agent acquisitions.
Yep. I mean, look, he was a good player for the Sixers. 17 points per game his first season, 18 in his second season.
Yeah, until he said he hated egg rolls.
Number 5. No, I don't.
Yes, he did.
Number 5 was Steve Mix.
Remember, he made the derogatory comment about Chinese people.
Did he?
Or Asians, yes.
While he was here?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it either.
We talked about it on the show.
So Noel,
We'll have to look it up.
Noel and I'm seeing Noel, like Noel's Noel. I'm sorry, Noel and Jay are both saying Moses. So
Moses was a trade.
Moses was a trade, and that's the difference. He wasn't a free agent signing. So Steve Mix is number 5.
Yeah.
Same deal. ABA joins the Sixers in 1973.
Terrible.
He averaged a double-double in each of his first 2 seasons.
A flubble.
So, decent player. This is where it gets really bad.
This list is awful.
Number 4, George Lynch.
Ew. I mean, he took the team to the finals, not took the team. He was on the team that went to the finals. But
he averaged 8 points a game and 7 rebounds. Look, that's not terrible. That's decent. But that's number 4 worthy on the list.
Where's this list from?
It doesn't matter. It's legit.
This is a legit list.
Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah, pretty bad. Number 3 is Robert Covington in 2014. Rocco. You know who loves Rocco? Spike Eskin. We'll get to him in a second.
Yeah. Him and his child.
We'll get to him a little bit later.
Well, his father didn't child molest.
Rocco was a good player here. He played during some really, really horrendous.
Actually, you know who?
Okay, Sean, he was a good player.
You know who was?
But to be one of the best acquisitions,
that speaks less about him and more about the Sixers organization.
Right.
Or did people just not want to come?
Mm-hmm.
The list is pathetic.
That's number 3. Number 2, this is legit. George McGinnis. George McGinnis, fantastic player. Absolutely, all-star over and over with the Sixers. NBA first, all first team. Great player.
I can't wait to hear.
100%. Number 1 is bullshit because it's not technically a free agent. It's the guy hanging behind my head, Dr. J.
No, he was re-signed.
He technically was traded to the Sixers from the Nets from the ABA NBA merger. The Sixers had to throw the Nets a bunch of cash so they can keep their organization going, to keep afloat, so they can play in the NBA. So it was technically a trade for Dr.
Right, it
J.
wasn't a free agent signing.
So with all that being said, does that make Paul George the
who's
best?
An interesting one who wasn't on the list now, way past his prime.
Uh-huh.
But I'm surprised he didn't make the top 10. Elton Brand.
Yeah,
why are you going to say Elton Brand? How is James Harden not on that?
I would put
James Harden was a trade.
I would put Elton Brand over George Lynch.
Right.
Yeah, I mean Elton Brand was. Now he's past his prime, and the team was
like, isn't
but
he?
They made the playoffs a few times. Like,
isn't he an executive now?
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, you know what, Mike? That's a good point. I would put Elton Brand on that list. I think Elton Brand deserves over JJ Redick at least, at the very least, over JJ Redick. Elton Brand should be on that list because he was a good player here, and he made other impacts with the organization afterwards.
Right.
So, with all that being said, does that make Paul George the best free agent signing the Sixers have ever had?
I mean, it's
he's a Hall of Famer. Paul George is a Hall of Famer,
How
right?
can you argue with that?
Do you agree with me on that?
Yes.
He's a Hall of Fame player.
Barring anything crazy, hard to say before somebody actually plays a game. He would project to be.
It might be the biggest splash they've ever had.
The biggest splash, yeah.
But don't
Al
NBA
Horford was a
players
big
get
splash
paid
too.
for what
So
they
was
did?
Derek Coleman. So was fucking Chris Webber.
Derek Coleman, I think, was a trade.
Was he? Chris Webber?
Chris Webber was a trade.
They was a trade too. They trade a lot.
What's he, a fucking girl?
Chris Webber?
Yeah.
He was. He got grilled a lot when he was here. He fucking terrible.
They fry eggs on him.
They should have never fucking Sean Bradley.
Yeah, where's he at now?
Well, they traded Sean Bradley for Derek Coleman.
Oh God. That's awkward.
Yeah.
So they traded Sean Bradley for Derek Coleman, then they traded for Chris Webber, who they should have drafted in the first place instead of Sean Bradley.
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
Mhm.
They should have drafted Chris Webber in that draft.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Philly isn't a destination that guys want to come to, not a flashy city like LA, New York, not nice weather like Miami. Really tough to get the guys to come here.
Yes.
Yes, but
Still a big city.
It is, and I think that having guys like Joel here, having guys like, first of all, look, say what you say. Doc Rivers was a coach that people gravitated to, right? Like, I'm going to say
Daryl Morey had a relationship.
The black players really had a relationship with Doc Rivers because Doc Rivers stood up for, inequality and all that. And he had a lot of respect and, 100% worth it. He earned that respect. It doesn't have anything to do with him being a great coach. He was an okay coach.
I'll tell you what, though.
But a lot of players have respect for Doc Rivers, and a lot of players like Embiid and wanted to play with that kind of player. So I kind of disagree with that. I think back in the day, so maybe that's what he's getting to. Maybe back in the day, yeah, he's probably right. Philly wasn't a destination like the other teams were.
However, take away LA, mainly the Lakers, take away probably the Heat, probably Boston.
Boston's bigger, yeah.
Tell me what other teams had big free agent splashes.
Yeah, I mean, look at Texas, right? Like Dallas, like none of those teams are right. So
Dallas,
Miami is
right.
Miami's making some big.
Well, they had a couple. Technically, not even Butler was a free agent.
It was a sign and trade,
which I guess if
he was a free agent. That's just that.
We'll call. Okay, we can count that. But
I mean,
I said take out Miami.
Well, you can't. So who you taking out?
Miami, Boston, and the Lakers.
So you keeping the Knicks there? You keeping the Nets?
Yeah, I'll keep the Knicks and Nets.
The Nets. They had Harden. They had Durant. They had those guys.
Harden was a trade. Irving and Durant were free agent signings.
Durant was a free agent. Yeah.
Was Irving a free agent, or did they trade?
Kyrie Irving's a free agent too. Yeah, because they formed that big three there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Knicks. Obviously, Brunson wasn't expected to be a huge one.
No.
But the Knicks have struck out a lot on their free agents too.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I'm just saying that, like, you think of free agents,
maybe
like
it's not as bad as you think it is.
Because, like, yeah, it's always the fucking Lakers.
Yeah, and you know what's funny, Mike? I saw an article this week, and it said, "Oh, once again, like always, the Lakers strike out in free agency." I read the article. I read the headline like 4 times. I went, "Is this for real? Like, what do you mean again?"
It's a fucking entitlement type thing. Because the last 3 years are like, oh, once again, like, because you've had it great for, like.
I could not believe my eyes when I saw the headline. If I can find it, I'll post it on a Corner Pub Hangouts on Facebook.
It's because every other year it's the expectation that.
Well, now you know what? People are sour because people are talking about. Was Jeremy Lin a free agent for the Knicks? That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they drafted him.
Really, I don't think that Jeremy Lin is noteworthy as a player.
No, but he called him. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was
Is it meant to be sarcastic?
I think it was. Yeah.
Who was it? Who said it? Was it Mays?
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah,
and he called him Jeremy Rin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he called me Jeremy Rin. Jeremy Rin. I know. I saw it. I thought it was mistyped, Jay. All right, we're gonna move subjects here. But I mean, I think it's a legitimate. I think it's a legitimate conversation. I think that Paul George, like someone who was it? Jason said, if the Sixers win, 100%, he's the number 1 free agent the Sixers ever had. If the Sixers even make the finals, he's probably the number 1 free agent that they ever signed. If it's going to get to that point, who knows, man? I'm not overly. See, I say that, and then I stop, and then I think about who the head coach is. If you don't think that Nick Nurse has any say in what they're doing right now, and he's not going, I want this player, I want this type of player, this type of player, this type of player.
Right.
Nick Nurse is a fucking great coach. And I think that Nick Nurse has an idea what he wants to build here.
Right.
They had a plan. They knew they had to fill an entire roster. They have a plan. I thoroughly believe that they still have that plan intact, that they are going to get guys that we're going to go, oh,
look,
oh, that guy's going to fit. Oh,
Is it?
Even if they're mid-level guys.
Is it still possible for them? And does he fit now that they got Paul George? Brandon Ingram?
They would have to trade
Right.
for Ingram.
But I mean, that's what I mean.
Then you're going against Noel's.
I don't
idea.
believe that they're going to do that. I don't believe that they're going
to have to trade draft picks to get Brandon Ingram.
No, I understand that, and I get
if they
that.
got Brandon Ingram. Oh.
Now, can they make the pieces fit? Maybe Paul George could be the 2.
Maynard did.
Yes, I know.
I know the pieces fit.
But look, like, I guess that's like they're not going to stand pat. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that they have a short window with Embiid and then say that they need to keep the draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
It's either you're going for all in or you're.
Jason just nailed it. Listen to you guys. Listen to this 76ers talk. They sucked us in once again.
No, they didn't.
You've never been in.
Mike, I tried.
That's the life of his
You
tried.
You dipped a toe in a couple times and got cold.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. What's that fucking shit where you dip the shit in the cheese, the melted cheese? What's that called?
The fondue?
Yeah.
Fondue?
Yeah.
They're like fondue.
Fondue not. That's what the Sixers are. Fondue not.
Oh, man. All right, so what about the Maxey thing? I know Gary likes that one.
I do. Because the kid is just a ball of energy. He balls out every time he's on the court. Oh.
Good?
You'll like
good?
that.
The mango's good?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was a no shit move. I mean, it was.
Oh, you expected it to happen.
I guaranteed it. I would have bet the mortgage. It was absolutely happening. There wasn't it wasn't even an oh good when it happened. It was just like,
it was like, oh yeah, cool. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, it was like, oh, today's the day that it happened.
Yeah.
That was it. It wasn't like when or if. It was just when it was going to happen. I knew they had to wait to sign Paul George to make it work financially.
Like, he's the one player that will keep you interested.
And Embiid will keep you interested.
Are the Phillies losing right now? Is that what's going on here? Oh, no, they're up. Okay.
Embiid's an MVP. Embiid won an MVP. How could you? I know you shit all over him. I know he's hurt in the playoffs. I know that his injuries in the playoffs have been part of the reason that he's hasn't succeeded in the playoffs.
But he needs to do that, Mike.
He does. You know who else? You know who came up small in the playoffs a little bit last year? A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh.
Maxey. A little bit.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He came up lame in the games you needed him.
Well, wait, he's a lot younger than him.
Jason said, try Cape May Brewing Bay Haze. New beer. Try it.
Okay.
All right. Dude, I had a case of Cape May in my hand. I went, nah, I got this weed killer beer or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh,
Wicked Weed.
Anheuser-Busch.
Wilted Weed?
Wicked.
Oh, Wilted Weed.
No, Wicked.
Wicked.
Wicked Weed.
Wicked.
Down with
Down
the
with the wicked.
Down with the wicked.
Wickedy, whack,
Wicked
y'all.
brew. Act like you knew.
Wickedy, we're back.
Christ. Remember the chord song? Wicked.
Wicked.
Wickedy, whack, y'all. X-Lax will make it.
Dude, Mark Sapolsky sent me a video. He said, oh, by the way, he said that Bay Haze is salt. Wait, what? Sea salt lime cherry. It's way out of my wheelhouse, but it's really good.
Huh, I wouldn't think that would be good.
Wow.
I'd have to try. I'd have to find
salt lime cherry beer.
Sea salt.
Jay, we'll talk Thursday. Have one ready for me.
Polsky said Coastal Evacuation by Cape May is really good too. And he wants to know if there's any new brew recommendations. Yes. Mike, what's the one we had? Alien
Church from Tired Hands.
Alien Church, Tired Hands. It's an IPA. We had it last night. It kicks your ass. It's good. And the can is cool as shit. Like, it's really, really, really cool can design. But anyway, but the beer was really good. By the way, give me some credit. I played the Doors on this show. I fucking hate the Doors.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate the Doors.
That's a good song.
I like that song. Before we get into the next subject, Mike has a fuck you Ben So we're gonna do some fuck you been. Jason again. Alien Church. Sounds like a good fucking band name.
Yeah.
Alien Church.
Yeah,
Tired Hands is not that far from them.
Aston, PA, right?
Yeah.
Mike.
They got one at Bryn Mawr too.
Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you, Ben.
Fuck you, Ben.
Fuck you, Ben.
Fuck you, Ben.
Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you, Ben.
Fuck you,
Where the
Ben.
fuck you, Ben? Where the fuck you been?
All right, so Sean's wearing a shirt with a clover.
That's
It's
a
a
great shirt.
Sixers shirt, though, which is a little suspect. And in honor of the Celtics winning the NBA championship, I got to fuck you, Ben, for the Boston Strangler.
Oh,
Andrew Toney.
nice, dude. I love that.
Wasn't he a Sixer?
Yeah. Yeah, back in the 80s. Born November 23rd, 1957, 66 years old for those that, think math is hard.
By the way, the Phillies up 5-2 now.
Nice.
Over the Braves. Sorry.
Nice.
Yep.
Played for the Sixers from 80 to 88. Two-time All-Star. Won the championship with them in 83.
Boston Strangler.
Boston Sports Writer is the one that coined him the Boston Strangler. In the 82 conference finals, he averaged 26.4 points per game against the Celtics. He played college at Southwestern Louisiana. It's now the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. He was picked 8th in the 1980 draft.
Wow. By the
Sixers.
Oh, Sixers drafted
Yeah.
him. Okay.
Yeah. Averaged just under 16 points a game. I don't remember this, but I know stories of my dad talking about how we would watch the game together. And anytime that he shot from anywhere because he was fearless, drove the coach nuts. Said, Andrew Toney, bang! So that was, our thing.
I remember being a kid, hearing him coming onto the court, and then Andrew Toney.
Yeah.
Christ, that's going back so many years.
Yeah. His career was cut short by chronic foot injuries. One of the former GMs and then a whole bunch of other people that I read a couple of things about all said that he was going to be a Hall of Famer if it wasn't for the injury.
Yeah.
Larry Bird said, along with Jordan, he was one of the two shooting guards he was most afraid of.
Wow. That's high praise right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Larry Bird.
So his career ended in an ugly dispute with the ownership after he signed a big contract and ended up getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Harold Katz, the owner,
Yeah.
thought he was faking it.
Katz is a piece of shit. Katz was a Norman Brayman.
Like Jay used to do a lot of work for him in Huntington Valley.
For Katz?
Yeah, because he had a big fucking house in Huntington Valley.
Yeah, Katz was like Brayman. Katz was a motherfucker. Like, yeah, the two of them.
Yeah.
Not a good time for Philadelphia sports ownership.
Yeah.
The guy was loaded. His pool house was bigger than my fucking whole entire house.
Well, yeah.
Christ.
He
was in Huntington Valley?
He had a house in Huntington Valley.
Where at?
I don't remember the
All right.
streets.
Jay, hit me up. Tell me where he was. So I know Huntington Valley pretty well.
So yeah, the stress fracture, which is what ended up being, his demise.
And that was it for him.
He's not even able to play in the YMCA games now. He's an elementary school teacher.
Now he's what?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's still pretty reclusive and does not come back to Philly much. Lives in Atlanta.
Wow.
Golfs with Dr. J every once in a while. Apparently he's very competitive with that too. Extreme competitor. And I don't know. Here's the hoping that, he ends up coming back out from hiding and rings a bell against one of the upcoming Sixers home playoff games against the Celtics.
That's cool, man. So fuck you, Ben. Andrew Toney, that was a good one, Mike. Yeah, dude, that was good. That was good stuff.
Nice.
Way to pull that one out, dude.
He opens that book, he's pulling all kinds of shit out.
Yeah.
Most of it's like fantasy football notes from like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, hoping to pull it out.
Just leave it in.
Yeah. Real quick. Jason Ratner is a father of two two young boys and a little girl. He's also the husband to a lovely wife. Jason is also now in need of a new kidney. He's living with a rare disease called amyloidosis. Following countless trips to the ER and scary moments, including one night where Jason needed to be revived, Jason and his family are happy to announce that he's now in remission of that disease. However, he has another major hurdle right in front of him. He now needs a new kidney. He's in need of a kidney transplant. If you or someone you know may be interested in helping Jason's cause, head over to nkr.org to see if you meet the required qualifications to donate. There's a questionnaire. There's all kinds of stuff you need to meet to see if you can even donate a kidney. But anyway, to learn more about Jason's story, we have a direct link on our social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please go see. You'll see the picture of Jason and his family. If you are able and willing, you can help save Jason's life so his young children can have their dad around for a couple more years. Again, please check out the post on our social media accounts for more information. At the very, very, very least, share the post to help get the word out about Jason's cause. All right. Thank you very much. CPS and Jason Ratner's family, thank you. So, all right.
I got to step out for a second.
Yep. Jason's an all-star, right? Jason Ratner's an all-star. His family's an all-star. The Phillies have 3 all-stars. All-star starters, mind you. Alec Boehm, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper. It's the first time since 1982 that the Philadelphia Phillies have 3 starting infielders.
42 fucking years.
In the All-Star game.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
Wow.
Yep. Pretty awesome, man.
The only thing I don't like is Jason Boehm's going to be on the home run derby. I think that's bad.
Yeah, I don't want Jason Boehm in the home run derby either.
No.
His name's fucking Alec, you asshole.
I'm sorry.
Who's Jason Boehm?
Who cares?
Who is Jason Boehm? Are you thinking of, what were you even thinking about? Jason Boehm.
Season of Bowman.
That's cool, man. No, I agree with you on that. I don't like the fact that Alec. First of all, like Alec bombs in the home run derby. Like he's not a home run hitter.
No,
he's an average home run hitter.
But he's a solid small ball player.
But that tells you a lot about. Like it's the same thing with the slam dunk contest in the NBA. Like no one knows who half these players are. Not to say that like no one knows who Alec Boehm is. I hope they do now at this point. He's a solid third baseman who's like among the league leaders in RBIs. I hope they know who Alec Boehm is.
He's got 70 plus RBIs.
But
it's ridiculous.
But but it's the same thing. Like he's an average home run hitter. So the average amount of home runs hit a season is like 14 or 15 home runs a year.
Yeah.
Alec Boehm right now has 12 through halfway. Say he gets 20. He had 20 last year. It was his career high.
I don't want him to shoot for
Say he has 22.
I don't want him to shoot for the wall, Sean. I want him to keep doing what he's doing.
So I'm going to see like this if you have the same concerns I do. Why are you concerned about him being in the home run derby?
Because that's going to get in his head moving forward to the next level of the season.
Why?
Because he's going to think that he needs to hit home runs, and he's going to shoot for the walls. He's going to strike out.
So you think he's going to have the Bobby Abreu effect?
Yes.
Well, Bobby Abreu like went off, and all of a sudden Bobby Abreu is now a home run hitter, and everyone looks at him as a home run hitter, and now you think that might derail him?
Yes. He's still young. Like his mind is still developing.
Because you do have to have a different. So Boehm's swing is not a. Look, at first, people want to blow that off and go, he'll be all right. But think about it. Alec Boehm's swing is he's a contact hitter.
Yes.
He's the best pure hitter on this team.
Right, like
I've said that for 3 years.
People he's not a batter that can chase pitches and get hits.
No, he's. I want to drive the ball.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to drive the ball. I'm going to find the holes. I'm going to find the gaps. That's what kind
I just want to get on base.
That's what kind of hitter Alec Boehm is. Alec Boehm isn't. I'm going to hit this ball as hard as I can, like Bryce. No, with disrespect, like Bryce Harper does what he does, and it's great. He's one of the best players in Major League Baseball. But Alec Boehm is not Bryce Harper, where he's swinging for the second deck. And now you're afraid that he is going to participate in this event because it's different. It's a different swing, and people want to laugh at this, and it's bullshit because it's a legitimate concern. It's a different swing to try to hit home runs as it is to try to drive in, runs to the gap or whatever. You're swinging a different way. You're swinging a different angle. You're swinging now. Not to say that Boehm isn't swinging hard, but he's not swinging as hard as Bryce Harper does.
No, he's not Bryce Harper. He's not Kyle Schwarber.
So that is a legitimate concern. It was one of the first things I thought of, Gary.
And he's still young.
He is.
He's very young.
And he also is someone who gets it. Boehm has, over time and time again, has either done something or said something or reacted to something or whatever.
Like 3 years ago, he said, I fucking hate this place.
And what did he do?
Where's he at now?
Turns right around, right? Anytime he's very frustrated with something, turns it around and gets it out of his head. He's done a really nice job with that.
Like the kid is solid behind
He's a
the
kid.
plate.
He has a nice head on his shoulders. Like
He could play first base and he could play third
dude,
base.
he had 3 errors in a game, right? He's had errors, right? And he's upset with himself. Next night he comes out and has a great night. He doesn't let it bother him. He lets it stick with him. Dave Peterson said he can win the Derby. The pitching is little league at the best at the Derby. Yes, it is, but it's man, I don't know. He also said, I think Harper, Dave Peterson said, I think Harper is in his head and Harper's going to ground him. Polsky said, bunt the ball, someone, please.
Of course.
I hope they bunt it in the home run derby. That'd be hysterical.
Hope they bunt it right up your fucking
Dude, can
ass.
you imagine that? If someone like fucking stepped up and just bunted it?
They just they bunt it, they leave the plate and light a cigarette. How you like that?
So I'm just gonna say this. I cannot believe this. It's a holiday weekend. Okay. We did the show this week going, no one's gonna listen. I can say, looking at the total numbers so far, an hour into the show, we have reached a record number of live listeners that we've ever had. It's crazy. My mind's blown. I don't know if people are down the shore with us on the fucking patio drinking beers. I don't know, but this is awesome, and I appreciate it. All of you guys, thank you. This is fucking cool. Like, are you guys hanging out with us tonight before you're going out to your bar on Ocean City? Like, I don't Seattle City. I don't know what's going on, but this is cool. We appreciate you, so thank you guys very much. That's cool. So anyway, just your thoughts, Mike, real quick. All Stars in general, the Phillies All Stars.
Yeah, I mean, I think Turner until he got hurt, and Turner's probably earned it. Bob certainly has, right?
Turner's batting .336.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with any.
Crazy.
I can't argue.
Boom, absolutely has earned it.
And Harper, of course.
Harper definitely earned it. Yeah.
We got 2 players that are going to the All-Star game that have missed time with injuries.
Right.
That's what happens when your team is the best.
God damn it.
So who else from the Phillies do you think makes it?
Ranger Suarez.
Does JT have a chance?
No.
He has
I don't know about that.
He's second. He's second behind Contreras. He's not going to make it because he wasn't voted in.
Right.
JT's not going to make it because
he's not quite
because he's hurt and Contreras was voted in. JT was second. There's other catchers are going to so JT's not going to get in. No.
I think one of our pitchers get in, and that's going to be Ranger Suarez.
I think more than one. I think Wheeler gets in too.
I think 3 pitchers get in.
Really?
I think I can see Suarez, Wheeler, and then what are you thinking, Hoffman?
Man, he's been so fucking.
So
Sanchez.
Sanchez's top was.
Oh, he had one bad
was
game.
top 3 in ERA.
I wouldn't. I think that Sanchez.
He'll bounce back.
Yeah, I feel that Sanchez isn't quite enough of a household name, and didn't do it long. I know that Suarez has been in the league for a couple years now. Has built a bit of a name. He's pitched in the World Series.
I think Sanchez doesn't get in. I think it's Suarez and Wheeler, and I think it's so it's tough for someone like Hoffman to get in because he's a middle reliever / closer.
So Sanchez gets an honorable mention, but don't make it in.
If someone gets hurt, I think Sanchez is in. But I think Hoffman gets in. His ERA is 1.2.
Is that your third?
Yes, my third.
Sanchez had 9.
So we're on the same page. The three,
19 straight scoreless innings.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sanchez deserves to get in.
But he won't, because there's better options.
Because I agree with Mike. I think he hasn't had that. He's a 4th starter, right? Like, he's not going to get that respect. And the All-Star game,
my respect.
And absolutely. And the All-Star game is a ticket selling event.
You're correct.
And you want the stars to be in there. And if they see a bigger name, even though his numbers are a little bit worse than Sanchez, which they will be.
Yeah, money dictates.
They will be. Because Sanchez's numbers have been fantastic. But they're going to pass on Sanchez to go with someone of a bigger name.
He probably earned it, but he's not going to get in. And part of me,
unless someone gets hurt,
part of me thinks that that's okay though. Like, part of me feels like you got to do it for more than 3 months in a career to earn. Like, if somebody's done it consistently enough and is having a decent year, sometimes I think that they might be able to get in over somebody that's a flash in the pan.
Like this Phillies team overall all season.
Now, I mean, if Sanchez is a flash in the pan, maybe he's going to be that solid guy but then he'll get his chances. If he's not a flash in the pan, then next year everybody's going to remember how close he was, and he'll deserve it.
I don't think the guy's a flash in the pan. He had a solid season last season. He's having a solid season this season.
Was decent last year.
He was a fill-in, right? Like last year, he had a coming in and out, like a little bit of,
and produced,
right, like getting a girl pregnant, in and out, produced. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a little different if the girl's pregnant.
No, you got her pregnant.
No, you got to. What if you want to get rid of it?
Then you're a Craig Kimbrell. You blow it at the end. Dave Peterson.
No wonder he's looking for the last beer in the fridge.
No wonder his arm's like this. He's got the coat hanger ready. Ranger may start, says Dave Peterson.
Give me a case of beer and a wire hanger. I'll take care of that.
I'll take care of that right now. Get that fucking little
mix. Ranger should
mix right out of you.
The mix.
That's probably the most. Isn't he leading the league in the ERA? And that's the most wins.
Ranger is now second in the league
in the ERA, but probably still has the most wins.
I'll get rid of that mix so your pussy no longer stinks.
If he doesn't have the lead, he's at least tied at the very least. Hey, Bum Wine Bob, what's up, brother? Hey, cheers, my man. Yeah, Bum Wine, dude. He's been doing some mystery packs, which is fucking awesome on his show. It's fantastic. Bum Wine, dude. We got to get back on sometime, man. We got to drink some beers with you and have you on soon.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been probably fucking 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah,
it's been a long time. Bum Wine Bob, great dude, man.
I don't remember.
Were you on the show we did Thunderbird?
Maybe that's before me.
Or not Thunder Wine. What the fuck was it called? Thunder Wine? What, Bob?
Was it Thunder Chicken?
Oh, yeah.
What was that called again? Dude, that was horrendous. It was the day before Thanksgiving. And he's like, yeah, I mixed this with
Thunder
this.
Dew.
No, it wasn't Thunder Dew. It was Thunder.
Are you sure it wasn't Thunder Dew?
Oh, wait, is he the one who was talking about all
Thunder? It was Thunder Dew. Oh,
yes,
it was
I do remember that.
You remember that?
Yes.
Thunder Dew.
Because I kept interrupting. Thunder Dew!
Yeah. Oh, we're going, Thunder! We're doing that.
Punchai!
Yeah, that's right. Phillies were up 5-3 heading to the top of 7.
Nice.
Bob, it's the Thunder Dew. Bob, we got to get you back on sometime soon, man. Absolutely.
I'll take one.
Middle shelf. Yeah, absolutely. We're doing some mango IPA. That's freak. That's freak.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't want another double. Give me something else.
Yeah,
It is a double.
Freak of Nature is a double.
It's too late. I already know.
They're all pretty strong. They're all pretty strong, though. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they all got nice APVs. What's that one? It's not Perrin. It's
Perini.
Peony. It's Penis Haze.
Right.
You gonna do Penis Haze? All right, I'll do one too. You gonna do one too? There is another one. It's 3 of them. All right. Anyway, back to the show. Jason says, I know where we are, so don't even start. Curious as to your thoughts on Mr. Paul Skeens. Oh, yes. Jason. So, dude, I gotta tell you, this dude, he impresses the shit out of me.
The Pittsburgh pitcher. Okay.
My fear. So when he first came up, my initial fear was, holy shit, he's not gonna last long, because he's all arm.
Yeah, them style pitches don't let that. They don't last.
They
long.
don't, and that's a concern, dude. He hits 104 like it's not, like 103 like it's nothing.
Really?
Oh, dude, he leads the league in the most 102 plus pitches a year.
But it's all arm, like no shoulder.
It's all arm, and that's a concern.
But still, like 102, like there's like 4 pitchers in the league that can hit 102, right?
Yeah, like that's Wagner type.
It's much faster than Wagner.
He does it consistently.
Yeah, Wagner.
Now he's got good stuff though. Like he gets guys out, obviously, and you know what impresses. But I'm gonna say this, Jason. The thing that impresses me the most about Skeens, his confidence. He is, dude. My man is arrogant, and he's like, "Yep, yeah, I don't care." Ohtani, yeah, okay, that was a great matchup, and that's what I live for. Like he's like, "That's what I want."
And he's under.
I'm like, "Motherfucker, you've been in the league for 3 months," and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I want."
Who did he hit on? Didn't he hit on some? Or there was some.
Oh, I don't know about that. What, he hit on a supermodel or something?
Yeah, it was like, or some like A-list actress or something.
He's gotta
like,
get rid of that mustache.
Or like
Oh
an
my
A-list
God.
actress.
Ditch the mustache. Grow a fucking dude.
Jay, help me out. Like, was there an A-list actress that tweeted him, or like that he completely like
Skeens got
nonchalant?
Skeens has to lose the mustache and grow a beard like Brett Myers, dude. And he's throwing 103. I'm not, dude. Libby Dunn, he said.
Okay.
Oh, that's why he said AKA Mr. Dunn. See, I didn't know what he was talking about. Okay. Libby Dunn. Let me look her up. Oh, Livy Dunn. Let me look up Livy Dunn. Livy Dunn nudes. Let me see. Livy Dunn. Oh my goodness. She's a gymnast, and she's
that's the Olivia, that's the LSU girl, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the LSU girl. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a turd pusher. That's a nice fart box right there.
Livy Dunn nude.
She hasn't done nude yet. Yet.
No, she's done bikini shots.
Well, yeah.
Livy Dunn 70s push.
Livy Dunn sucks a cock.
Speaking of nudes, Sean, you broke the news.
What'd I do?
You broke the news.
On what?
Haktua girl.
Oh yeah. The Haktua girl is has signed with Penthouse. Why not? Like, yeah, why not?
I mean,
did you ever have a girl Haktua you?
Yeah, that's the best balloon I've ever had.
Oh, she spits on the head of your deck. Oh, that's a great night.
I got it. It's.
Stop. Okay, keep doing it. Yeah.
So I mean,
it's a world changer.
15 minutes of fame. Penthouse is happy about it.
Right there. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh, yeah, the spot.
The end. So Jason said, hold on. He was asked about what happens when batters get to see more than twice he gets to adjust. He replied, "Good luck." That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
So Jason, so that's the thing, man. Like he has that confidence, dude. Like that impresses me the most about anything. The fact that he throws as hard as he does, which is scary. The fact that he has that confidence goes with it is even scarier to me. Like if he goes to a better team, he'll be better off.
He will. His next contract.
He will eventually. No,
give him 2 years.
No, Pittsburgh has a gem there, man. I do. I hope he lasts because we have other friends in Pittsburgh. We have another show that we're friends with, and
Schittsburg.
We've been talking to those guys. Actually, when he made his debut, I wrote to them, to those guys, and I said, you know what are your
what's it? The dude? They're like
the Dude Ranch,
Ranch,
out in Pittsburgh, podcast. And I wrote to them and Brady out there, and he's like, dude, I just hope he can pitch and not just throw.
Right.
If he can pitch and not just throw, he's going to be deadly, and he's 100% right. So that's my those are my honest thoughts on that. I think he has great stuff, fantastic pitcher. I think he's gonna be fun for the league. Him and Ohtani going at it earlier in the year was fun as hell to watch. Ohtani got the better of him eventually. But yeah, when the Phillies see Pittsburgh in a couple weeks, 2 weeks or so, I'm hoping he's not on the rotation, honestly. So
you want to see him, but you're hoping that you don't have to pitch against him? Or he's not pitching?
Yeah, I don't want to face him. Fuck that. He said, I saw 104 on the board and just laughed. Yeah, like seriously.
It's crazy.
And Jay said about the Hatua, Jose's wife's been doing it for years.
Good.
So
I got a shout out to do here.
Do you? Go for it. Go for it.
Friends, family, and supporters of the Corner Pub Sports podcast. For all your concrete and masonry needs, call TNT Concrete. 267-597-7993. That's TNT. Titties and Titties Concrete. Give them a call. They'll set you straight.
Nice job. Titties and Titties.
I didn't know we had another read.
Yeah, man. TNT's been helping us out, getting us some followers and getting us hooked up with some stuff. So that's good stuff, man. Yep, absolutely. Good stuff, man. All right, so should we do the Flyers and then I'm going to do SSCS? Sound good?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Flyers, big free agency. Actually, the Flyers free agency's more been like this. They're not doing shit in free agency.
That didn't make any sense at all.
They're getting
Don't you have like a bump up a bum or like something like?
No, I'm just gonna do that.
Why?
Because I know it'll piss you off. They literally have nothing. I'm done. All right. They literally have. It's been a while. Come on, it's been a while since I played that slip.
It hasn't been long enough.
I'm not doing it.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his eggs.
No, the Flyers haven't done anything in free agency. I didn't know if we had any thoughts they were going to do anything.
Oh, this one.
What's that?
What's
that beer?
Well, this is the hazy one. This is the other one. This is a phenomenal beer.
What is it?
That's what I gave you all.
No, you gave me the hazy one.
No, I got hazy. I got Peony. Perini.
Yeah,
What's that one?
That's the
oh,
hazy.
it's a purple. What's that fucking beer?
This is the IPA. That's the hazy IPA.
There's two Pernies.
This is really good.
They're different colors. No,
Yeah.
no, you did. You technically gave me the same name beer.
The hazy one.
They're different. Yeah, this is hazy. The blue one's a hazy.
No, I got the other one.
That one's better.
How's that one?
It's really good.
Here.
Pernicious
Taste it.
IPA. Yeah, I'll try it. Let me try that beer.
It's very good.
Don't fucking down it like a 12-year-old.
I want to taste the hazy one. That's very good.
Oh, dude, that's a fantastic beer.
Yes.
That is a smooth IPA. If I have ever tasted one.
Right. That's when you're sitting out back, showing you're growing out, smoking cigarettes, just sitting back.
I sent you a picture of that when I was down in Carolina.
So, Jason, you asked
wanna try this
earlier
one?
about a beer.
Yeah, go for it.
Here you go, right here. It's a purple can. Wicked Weed Brewing. There you go, right there, right?
That's better.
That's a
Yes. I drank that.
That's 7.3. That one.
I drank that in
It tastes like a 7.3.
I'll drive home. I'm all right.
It doesn't taste like a 7.3 though.
that I was drinking in
You ain't driving home.
in Carolina,
Chrissy's picking me up.
North Carolina or South Carolina for the wedding. That was like the beer that they had on tap, and I'm like, this is really good.
Yeah.
I sent a picture to you guys. I was like, dude.
Well, Mike, their brewery is all through North Carolina.
Yeah.
And they're owned by Anheuser-Busch.
Right.
Bush.
So that's why it was there. But yeah.
there.
Yeah, if I found a case of
In
that,
that
I'd buy it
bush?
in a heartbeat.
She's in the bush.
That fucking hazy one.
The Ozzy song? In the bush. In the bush.
In the bush. In the bush.
It's just a hand.
No more
In the
tears.
bush. No more tears. My favorite Ozzy song.
That's that.
All right,
yeah.
Flyers, real quick. So we don't have much to cover about the Flyers because again, we were making jokes about they haven't done anything free agency wise.
Which sucks because like this is when you thought that they'd start to.
The Russian
next
is
year.
here.
Next year.
The Russian.
Next year.
Why are they waiting?
Because they got a money.
Yeah, they don't have they have a little bit of
no
money. They have a little bit of money this year. Next year
They got a stockpile this
where they
year.
have
though.
stockpile. And also, so we didn't talk about it. It's on my agenda, but we didn't. I'll go through the draft in a second. They let Carter Hart go. Carter Hart's gone.
I thought they released him last year.
Well, wait a minute.
They put him on a list, and this year they.
The report was a week and a half ago that Briere was waiting to see what the NHL said for direction. So obviously, there's something there where the Flyers are worried that he's going to end up in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So they said nope, and they just released him.
Wow.
They just let him go.
He's gone.
Yeah.
It's Carter Hart, dude. At one point,
like I remember sitting down here.
Remember with Jason Martinez? We had Jason on, and he's like, "Oh my god, like he's so fundamentally sound and all that."
I
And
do remember that.
2020, dude. The Flyers had a great Carter Hart. That was his peak year.
Right.
He was unreal that season, and they went into that tournament thing, and they were number 1 seed and all that. And Carter Hart was playing his ass off, and they just couldn't generate goals, dude. They just whatever. They lost to Tampa Bay, I think, right?
No, Islanders.
Oh, no, Islanders. That was
yeah.
right. Oh, Islanders sped the fuck around them. That's right. They won
Yeah.
a couple rounds, right? They won 1 or 2 rounds or whatever, and then
Well, no, they won the first round, and then they
they
lost in the second round. They
yeah, Islanders were fucking so fast that year.
But I mean, not that what he's being accused of isn't grimy, but what kid at that age has not done something stupid? You know what I mean?
I never gang raped somebody.
I can't accuse him until he's found guilty.
Well, until he's guilty, but it's easy for us to say. But also, when I'm going to ask you about P. Diddy, what do you think? Right?
I don't even know what P. Diddy did.
Sex trafficking. He's been accused by like 9 people now.
Why?
And Cuba Gooding Jr. is one of them.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
9 people have now accused him of sex trafficking.
Like using his dick to get ahead.
Like, it's...
Like that's just
And the bad part about it is that he has video evidence against him. Like, not about that, but like beating his girlfriend up and all this other shit. Like, there's other shit that's going around that whole thing that's
Sean,
not helping his case.
Like there's also a group that came out that was led by a girl, and he told her like, do this, and I'll make sure you're great. And she said no. So he ended up in the background trashing her. So her career was done. Just
Right.
ruined. Like that's slimy.
Kind of like the Weinstein type
Jay
thing.
said there's no way. Oh, Jesus. Jay said there's no way that Carter Hart goes to jail. And Polsky says.
Based on what?
Polsky says P. Diddy tried to traffic Kelly.
Here we go.
Together.
See, Mark?
Together in pool.
Everybody's all calm.
He's got a nice little man.
You guys were bonding over fishing stories.
You're completely out of control. You're crazy.
You got a tight little
You're
man
completely
pussy
out of
on
your
you,
mind.
don't you?
Stinks.
What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna do it one more time.
You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you?
Dude, that's so fucking creepy.
Yo, where's the one that goes? It stinks.
Oh, I haven't played that one in a while.
Stinks.
I got this one.
It's always a good one.
It's always a good one.
It stinks.
It stinks.
Dude, the voice though. Listen to the voice at the end, like the whole.
It stinks.
It's so creepy. So funny. If you've never seen the video, just look up Meat Canyon Bugs Bunny.
No, it's gone.
Oh, that's right.
They deleted it.
Oh, that's right. Warner
It's
Brothers.
out.
I got that sound clip before they took it down.
Yes.
Yeah, Warner Brothers took it down because like you can't portray Bugs Bunny as a fucking pedophile. You got to take it down.
Yeah.
So it's Bugs Bunny with a beer gut looking down on someone, and he's got these fucking buck teeth, and he's trying to rape Elmer Fudd.
I keep giving and giving,
and he looks at him. He's like, "Oh, that what the man pussy things about it." He looks at him. He's like,
You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't
What
you?
would your mother think?
It stinks.
"Those two they're back and forth like that." That's how the clip goes. And I broke it
Keep
up.
taking and taking.
Yeah,
taking.
I forgot about that. Keep taking.
And Albert Fudd says that?
No, it was it's Bugs. Bugs' dad. Bugs' dad shows up. He goes, Why are you doing this?
What would your mother think?
What would your mother think it is?
And they keep taking and taking and taking.
So, dude,
So stupid.
Dude, it's one of the worst. That was one of the first Meat Canyon
That's
videos I ever saw.
Great.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
He did all like Frosted Flakes with the It's Great Tony the Tiger. Oh my god, dude,
The Cheetos.
that one.
Oh my God.
That dude is so twisted.
Yeah.
The animation's so good.
Yeah, he smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah, he does.
Why are you coming up here? Because it stinks.
All right, Flyers. Back on
Nice
track.
little man pussy.
The Flyers in last weekend's draft, the Flyers acquired the 13th pick and a third-round selection in the 2025 NHL draft from the Minnesota Wild in exchange for the 12th overall pick. So they moved
Down one spot
Mhm.
and got a 5th round pick or something, or
third.
3rd round pick. All right.
Good deal. And instead, they what they did is they took
So Minnesota must have had somebody that dropped that they really wanted, and the Flyers weren't taking them. So they didn't want anybody. They didn't want the 14th. So they leapfrogged the 14th team and they gave up the 3rd round. Okay.
Right. And they took Jet Luchenko. He's 17 years old. He's born in 2006.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's about to be 18 in August. However, he collected 74 points in 68 games with the Gulf Storm of Ontario Hockey League, OHL, which is good. 5'11", 187 pounds. That's, solid. It's a solid kid. Led the team in assists and points, tied for 3rd in shorthanded goals, ranked 5th in goals, and 6th in power play goals for the team. He's a right-hander. He's a center. He also tallied 3 assists in 4 playoff games for that team that year. And he was awarded the William Hanley Trophy for OHL's most sportsmanlike player.
Okay.
So they got a good kid. They feel like they got someone who has a chance to, eventually make an impact. And apparently at the development camp, and granted, it was only this week, and Gary laughed at me when I said this. But at camp, Luchenko, I want to say this. Jet. I'm going to call him fucking Jet.
Okay.
Turned heads at camp. They said he was turning heads, like he was making an impact immediately. So
It's been 4 days.
it doesn't, dude. It's good to see. Like you want. Would you rather that than go? Oh, we didn't. No, he didn't really do anything. He was behind and he couldn't catch up with anybody.
I'm with Gary on this though. Danny Watkins was turning heads when he first came in. Everybody's excited about Danny Watkins.
All right, fine. Fine, fuck it.
Sean's bitter.
Don't get upset.
No, it's fine. It's a good segue, you cocksuckers.
It's been 3
No,
days.
it's yes,
It's been 4 days, man.
No, you're right.
Seeming swallowing cocksucker of the week.
It's
And this
gonna
is
be
why.
You cocksucker!
No.
I'll punch you in the mouth.
It has to do with the Flyers. It has nothing to do with you guys. Anthony DiMarco covers the Flyers, right? He's there's a lot of people out there who cover the Flyers. He's one of them. He does a nice job, right? So he was wrong on something, and I apologize because I can't get back to it because of reasons, and I'll tell you in a second why. He was wrong on something, and some dude. I'm gonna call this motherfucker out, and I want anyone who's listening to call this motherfucker out because they deserve it. All right. Polsky's dying laughing. He says at the show. He responds to this reporter and says, "Yo, dumb fuck. How stupid is this tweet now, you fucking retard?"
Wow.
Right? So Anthony responds back. He goes, "Look, my sources aren't always right. I depend on my sources. In this case, they were wrong. I apologize to everyone for that. But is there really a need to go down the path you went by using derogatory terms you used?"
Fair.
100% fair. Like, what are reporters like? Reporters aren't always right? Think about it. It's a tough world these reporters live in. Like, look, we're friends with Ed Kratz.
Yeah.
Ed has always been really good at that stuff. Like, Ed has always been really good at not being the first one, but being the thorough one.
Because he's laid back. He don't feed into the bullshit. His philosophy is, let me get to the story.
I'll get to it, right?
Yes.
Anthony has been involved in some instances where he's quick. And sometimes he's off. And that's fine. But when he's on, you're like, holy shit, he was on, and he was one of the first ones to report that. That's where shit gets weird. Where people go, ugh. So for this fucking guy, by the way, so I'm just going to ask everyone on Twitter. Massive Bays, okay? MASSIVE Bays, BAYS. Massive Bays, one word. Hit him up and just call him a fucking asshole. Someone just say, you're an asshole. Just write that. I'm asking all the listeners, just write that. Him and I went at it this week.
You this guy?
Yeah. We went at it. I'm like, there's no reason to basically what I wrote to him, I said, there's no reason to talk to someone like that because they were off on a source. He goes, suck my dick, you fucking retard. That's what he wrote back to me.
Sounds like a 5-year-old or like a 15-year-old.
And I wrote, I guarantee you do not have a real job other than reporting to Taco Bell midday. Like, if you even have a job. Like, there's no way someone's hiring you with an attitude like that. You're a fucking piece of shit. So, I'm just asking, yeah, if you're on Twitter, Massive Bays, hit them up. Just say, hey, and you know what? Better yet, just write hashtag Anthony is the man. You're a piece of shit. Just do that. Hashtag, I'm calling it out right now. There's a lot of people watching live right now. Actually, like I said, this is record number of people watching live still, which is crazy. On a holiday weekend, I never expected this.
Yeah.
Hashtag Anthony's the man, and then write to him and say, you're a piece of shit. Okay? Just do that. All right? Oh, Phillies, real quick. Before we
Did they win?
They're up 8-3 in the top of the 8th.
Sweet.
Against the Braves.
Yeah. That's a big win. Even if they lose the next two, they're still in good shape after that.
You go up 9.5, 8.5. The worst you could be is 7.5 out.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna win tonight. Dude, you gotta win 2 in a row. Or 2 out of 3.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
You should.
2 out of 3.
You win 2 out of 3, then you're guaranteed 9.5, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely. So here are the projected return dates for the injured Phillies. So we're at 7-5, right? Michael Rucker is supposed to be back in 2 days.
Darius Rucker.
Kyle Schwarber is back. You were right, Mike. Kyle Schwarber is back the 9th.
Okay.
Of the in the Dodgers series. Bryce Harper All-Star break.
About Turnbull.
Turnbull is mid-August. Not good.
Walker's is the
Walker
end of July.
is late July. JT is back. Apparently, the Pirates series,
which is right after the All-Star break. So it's basically the same timeline.
Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto after the All-Star break.
Well, Schwarber will be back before the All-Star break. Harper and Realmuto should be like right after
I think
the All-Star
Schwarber
break.
should sit out. Just sit him out. Like
he's only going to be DHing now.
That's true.
And the only reason that he got hurt is because it was one of the 3 times that the doofus had to play the field.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'm sorry. Doofus is probably a strong word, but you put the guy out there 3 times and he gets hurt one of the 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. It's not that hard, is it?
Yeah, so Harper, Realmuto, Schwarber should be back within the next 2 weeks, which is huge. Taijuan Walker, late July. Turnbull, mid-August. Dylan Covey, no timetable. Painter, 2025. Luis Ortiz, 2026. So there you go.
Yeah.
Those are your injured Phillies. So things, we'll be right back soon. Oh, by the way, fun fact. We talked Sixers earlier.
And Mercado didn't look that bad.
Mercado looked fine.
Yeah. You got your W.
Dude, fifth starter. Like, fucking just get us
If
through.
he loses the next 2 and he goes 1-2, you're like, all right.
Just get him through. Get him through. This will be the first season that Joel Embiid. This is fucking mind-blowing.
Yeah.
This will be the first season that Joel Embiid will not be playing alongside either Jahlil Okafor or Tobias Harris.
Yes.
Gary, do you hear that?
He doesn't care.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Tobias Harris or Okafor. It's the first season that Embiid won't be playing next to no one of them in his career. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I know I'm years away and I know we had Euron on the show, but reading Tank in the Top now,
dude,
and just hearing the stories of, Noel being immature and not, showing up late and them not being able to discipline. Same thing with Okafor.
Yeah, you told me that a couple days ago. So what was the story about that? Because I read the book,
right?
So
Yeah,
which was crazy because we had Euron on the show. It was actually the last show before the shutdown, before COVID. We had Euron Weitzman on when he did Tank in the Top book, which is oh my god, an amazing book.
It's a good book.
If you're a Sixers fan,
even if you're not, it's an interesting book.
You have to read that book, Tank into the Top. Euron Weitzman. It's a fantastic read. It's the whole inside story of the whole process with Sam Hinkie and the Sixers and Embiid and Simmons, and
it breaks down in the chapters.
It's
everything. It breaks down like who Sam Hinkie was, how he grew up, I think it might have been the year before that. It was like the whole Andrew Bynum thing with Doug Collins and stuff.
That. Yeah.
That started, how they got to Sam Hinkie, and then it went into Brett Brown and had a whole chapter on Brett Brown and how his whole life.
Brett Brown stain. I want him on the floor.
Yeah, how he ended up in the situation that he ended up in,
and then whole thing that the Sixers ended up being after that.
Right. It talked about Noel. It talked about Carter Williams. It talked about
Nerlens Noel. So that whole thing was interesting. So tell real quick that part of the story.
Yeah. So Nerlens Noel was just he was hurt the first year. Didn't stay in shape. Just notoriously late for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't seem to give a shit.
Yeah, he showed up to work. He's like,
I work with retards.
Well, kind of. There wasn't anybody to discipline him.
Mike, I do have it down.
There you go.
Ah, there it is.
There you go.
That was from earlier in the show. Sorry.
But no, he just talked about how it's he just notoriously and nobody gave a shit. Brett Brown, like their punishment was fining him, and he'd have like a bunch of like their pink slip fines on his in his locker, and he just didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then they went into Embiid. Embiid had some disciplinary problems as well. Didn't have the best upbringing. Kind of came over came over from like South Africa or Africa and Cameroon, and didn't have his family there, and kind of was brought up and kind of didn't So he didn't. Yeah, he did. You know, the Shirley Temples. We all heard your story about the Shirley Temples and stuff. And then now they're talking about Okafor, and they started talking about how like Porzingis didn't want to get drafted by him, so he kept declining the interviews. It was this whole story about like how the agent would like jerk around Hinkie.
Yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, he'll be, you know, he'll be around or something. Oh, he's got food poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll set up the gym. We'll you know, I'll talk to him, and then like it canceled last minute on him like 5 times.
Yeah.
And then the day of the draft, Hinkie just thought that he was still in the asset mine. He thought that Okafor, after the year that he had, was going to be able to be more tradable, more assets, or like.
So did I.
And yeah,
I thought
now Porzingis was good for a couple years, and then
Porzingis was good this year too.
Yeah, he wasn't bad this year.
He was
Yeah.
good for them, man.
Yeah.
When he he got hurt for a couple of games.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. He was a big part of that team winning the championship this year.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the fact that he was as a third or fourth option, he's probably great.
Yeah.
You know, when he's not relied on as the top guy.
But dude, like think about that. Like when the Sixers took over, and I don't want to, wean on this too long. But like the fact that the Sixers took Okafor, I wasn't upset because I watched Julio Okafor, and I was like, "Holy shit, this dude's a player."
He dominated.
And now you have Embiid and Okafor, Embiid at 5, Okafor at the 4. This is gonna be awesome.
Right.
Okafor couldn't play.
Right.
He couldn't
He was
play
too
in the-
slow.
He couldn't play in the NBA.
He also, again, was immature.
Yeah.
Like they talked about his mother passing
I
away.
thought the
and-
two of those together.
Yeah.
Dude, do you get to the Fultz thing yet?
Not yet.
Oh, dude, wait until you get to the Fultz story.
But this is just a fucking
It's
comedy of
nonstop.
errors.
Dude, wait until you get to the Fultz thing. It
Yeah.
reminds me. Do you think the Okafor thing's bad? When you get to the Fultz story and what happened to him and his upbringing, and
Yeah.
what happened to him being being drafted, and his mother,
Yeah.
the way his mom was involved, dude, you're gonna be like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I actually
we heard stories about
you're
it.
gonna be like,
but-
oh my god, I actually feel bad for this kid.
right.
Like you're gonna feel bad for Markelle Fultz.
Wow. So yeah,
It's that bad.
but I'm just saying it like they had all these picks. All
And it's
this-
always them. We don't get the Jason Tatums,
no.
who ends up being
We got Embiid.
we got Maxey
We got Maxey too.
late, which is
Right.
rare. The Sixers got a late pick, but
Right.
all right.
Anyway,
Yeah, you got to check that out. Check that book out, Tanking in the Top. All right. While you're drunk, I got some fun ones.
I am not drunk, man. You trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
while you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
Needed 2 thrusts to get it in.
Show and Tell, the infamous Show It All bar in Philadelphia.
October Girl was there?
$3.5 million up for sale. They're selling it.
Hmm.
So if I haven't told the story on the air, I'm going to tell it tonight. So
Is that the one downtown? No, that's not the one downtown.
no, it's on Delaware Ave.
Delaware Ave one. Okay.
At Delaware Ave. So my show and tell experience was after the Flyers took on the Lightning in 2003 in the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost Game 6.
This story.
They were forced into Game 7. I was with my boss and a couple coworkers. I left my boss and went up to the cigar lounge and hung up with my coworkers. We drank and drank and drank and drank and drank and drank. My boss comes up. We snuck him into the cigar lounge. We're hanging at the bar, and Jim O'Donnell, who listens to the show every once in a while,
So how did you sneak them in? Like you had seats in
we
both
got
spots?
it. It was after the game and whatever. We got him in. I don't know. I don't remember how.
If somebody was a member, or like I don't even whatever.
I don't. Yeah, actually, well, Jimmy fucking knows everybody. Jim
Okay.
O'Donnell knows everybody. He fucking knows any fucking arena you go to. He knows somebody.
Oh, okay.
So we got him in, and we're standing at the bar, and I'll never forget. I said something to Jimmy, and he did a roundhouse kick to my fucking chest. Jimmy used to do karate. And Rich, my boss, goes, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Right? Hey, Ryan, what's up, brother? Hope you're having a good 4th of the weekend, man. checking in. Fuck those Braves. Fucking A, Ryan.
Right.
Fuck those Braves. Dude, Ryan, you missed all the Sixers. We had a lot of Sixers talk tonight, brother. Positive.
You didn't miss nothing.
Positive.
Well, two of us were positive.
He's one of the bigger Sixers fans I know, man. This guy.
Nice.
This kid, man. He's big into the Sixers. So we'll hope. We'll hope and pray, brother. We'll hope and pray. All right.
Slope and slay.
Roundhouse kick. Did he knock you down?
No, just to the chest and knocked the air out of me. What? Damn, dude. Richie stood in front. So, oh my god. So Richie, who's my boss at the time, we leave. All right, let's go. Take me home. I can fucking barely drive home. This is one of the This is literally one of the 3 nights that I went. Yep.
That was stupid.
Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have drove home. This is one of those nights. I'm not proud of it. It's 2003, 2004, something like that. Driving down Delaware Ave. He lives in a fish town. So we're going down Delaware Ave. He goes, make a left. I was like, this isn't your, make a left. Make a left. And I'm like, this is a strip club. Show and tell. So we get out, get in the club. Show us the ticket stub. You get it for free. All right, cool. Here's my ticket stub. They take the ticket stub. We get in the bar. Girls are spread eagle. I'm like, oh goodness, this is one of those places. All right. And I take out change out of my pocket and I start throwing it at them. Literally throwing coins at the bar. There's ching, 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 all over the place. So the girl comes off the stage, comes up, she grabs me around the neck. You know, I'm 19 years old, right? Like I'm young buck.
Well, I mean, you're probably over 21, right?
Oh, I was drinking. Yeah, you're right. I was
22.
I was 22. Yeah, 22. Yeah. Grabs me around the neck and she goes, "Don't throw coins anymore." I'm like, okay, well, what are they throwing at you? And she said bottle caps because the bottle caps represented dollar bills. I don't know. Some fucking. I said, well, at least mine's currency. And she goes, stop throwing coins. I said, all right.
Dollar bills, y'all.
So she walks away. So this black guy's to my right. And he's fucking hammered, right? So, by the way, Richie, my boss, is in the bathroom when this happens. So this black guy to my right goes, yo, my brother, how'd you get Honey to talk to you like that? I said, here, just throw this shit at them. And I slid the coins down the bar to him. I get grabbed around the neck. Fucking bounce. He goes, get the fuck out. And throws me out. Richie comes out of the bathroom and goes, what the fuck? I said, we got to leave. Throws us out. And that was it. Out of show and tell. Thrown out.
You just got, you literally just walked in, right?
Literally just walked into the bar. We just got in, and I got thrown out of the bar that quick.
Blowing smell.
You literally, your boss went in to take a piss and walked out and, didn't even sit down yet.
No, we were out.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance to get a woody.
So here's another one. So Mike and I have a good one. So Mike and I, we had a double header. Mike and I went to the Phillies game. 98-degree weather.
Tailgating before the Phillies game.
We were there.
Went to the Phillies. Drank our asses off. Drinking beers in this extreme heat. We didn't care. We were all hyped up. Why? Because Gary and Ryan had Eagles practice tickets at Lincoln Financial Field afterwards. So we drank all day. Went to my car. Opened my trunk. Drank out of a growler from Naked Broom. Remember that?
Yes, we had that left over from Friday.
This isn't easy shit to drink. We're drinking all that shit. Then we go into the practice and see you guys. You guys bail because you guys are complaining it's hot. We're fucking smashed.
We went back to your car.
Do you remember what we did?
Yeah, we're throwing fucking shit across the fucking
We're yelling at the punter.
Yeah. Trade him.
Dirk Johnson.
He's got to go.
He won a Super Bowl.
He's got to go.
He won a Super Bowl. We're yelling at him. This guy sucks.
Yeah, where did he come from?
We go back to the car drinking. You guys head off. We head off. We finish off the beers. We're going down.
We didn't finish. We didn't finish all of our beers.
No, we're going back to Delaware Ave.
Take your core.
It's a Sunday. We've been drinking since 10 o'clock in the morning. It's now 10 o'clock at night. We're driving.
Driving down the freeway.
Let's go to strip club. Yeah, sounds good. What strip club did we turn into?
Show and
fucking tell. We come rolling with a cooler. 2 guys are at the counter talking. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're going to guys. We
doesn't open till 11.
Yeah, we don't open till 11, and you guys can't bring a fucking cooler in here.
No, I thought we could bring the cooler in.
They didn't say nothing. No. What are you guys doing with the cooler?
Well, it's BYOB.
Right.
You guys can't bring a fucking cooler in here.
Why not?
I don't know. So we load up the car back and we left. So we got back on the road. We're like, you know what? Maybe it's for the better. It's like,
this is a bad idea.
Like, what the fuck? There's no
What
way.
are we thinking?
There's no way we're to survive the next day.
So remember when me and you went out in the fucking snowstorm to watch the Eagles?
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
It was Tampa Bay, right?
Yes.
Tampa Bay lost.
We still did it.
Maybe we still did it. Yeah. Oh, man. So show and tell, $3.5 million up for sale.
That was my daughter. I watch her get out of the shower.
Jesus. Wow. Whew. That's a tough one to swallow. Unlike your daughter. Jamarcus Russell.
Jesus Christ.
He missed it.
I guess.
Yeah, he missed it. Jamarcus Russell was fired from his alma mater, high school.
High school? Jesus.
He was working as an assistant coach for his old high school. He took a $75,000 donation check and cashed it in his own bank account.
How did he even get away with that?
He didn't.
Oh, well, there you go.
He didn't. He's now facing charges.
He's got to be the stupidest son of a bitch.
Yep, Jamarcus Russell, biggest fucking bust of history, and now probably most likely, at the very least, he's gonna be facing fines at the very least.
Like, what an idiot!
He's probably gonna spend some time in jail.
Well, the guy was the number 1 overall draft pick.
8-6 Phillies up top of the 9.
Yikes. He's number 1 overall pick. He can't even he's got to go back to his high school to get a job.
Yep.
And yeah,
all high school girls are waiting for Jamarcus Russell. Like,
well, we're waiting.
Oh, caught you taking a peek there, Charlie.
I don't even know.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with window shopping from time to time.
Ugh. Fucking creepy. What a fucking creepy.
Waste,
best part about high school.
Waste of talent, and here we go.
What's the best part about high school, Mike?
It's like the days confused.
Yeah.
I get older, they stay the same age. Yes, they do. Gary, what the fuck?
What? What'd I do?
You're not listening.
And what?
You know what? You know what, Mike? You know what that is? You know what that's an example of?
You know that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you still need a stepladder to fuck it in the ass.
All right, it's time for a real creep story.
Well, hurry up, because
I think I know where
my ride will be here in 3 minutes.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Howard Eskin is a pile of shit. It's
always has been.
It's about time that cocksucker has been nailed. So, someone tell the story. Someone else talk.
He made an unwanted advance to a young worker at Citizens Bank Park.
Yep.
Who complained about it?
Fucking around, cunt.
Who complained about it, and apparently it was bad enough, and it escalated enough to where somebody of Eskin stature got kicked out of the stadium.
Pretty bad.
For the year. I'm surprised it's not longer.
We got live audio.
Just toss the panties.
I mean, and mind you, he's in the press, so to be kicked out is kind of a big deal. How can he report?
Yeah. So apparently his asshole son
told her he's going to cop her knob.
What does Spike have to say about it?
Apparently his asshole son.
I'm going to get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Apparently his asshole son did address it on his show.
In New York.
And then, okay, and we're going to move on. And then moved on past it. No, it's not that easy. Your dad's a piece of shit. And that's the only reason why you're even in this business is because you're Howard Eskin's son.
Now, you know what's funny about that? That was the other thing in the Tanking to the Top that was talked about. He didn't have the best of relationships with his dad.
Yeah.
and like kind of did it out of spite. Like he had the short hair and the tattoos and this and that and all that stuff, just to kind of to spite his dad. So I don't even know if they have the best of relationships. However, I'll tell you what, I don't like Spike either. I think Spike's a piece of shit too.
Yeah.
I mean, not as much.
But he's innocent in this. Like he has
right.
nothing to do with this. Yeah.
I mean,
I know. I'm just joking around.
Spike's not.
I just don't like him.
I don't like Spike, but I don't know if he's a total creep, and I don't know if he's quite as arrogant as his dad. Might be. He's probably guilty by association more than
looks creepy though.
He does. Right. So, I guess my point is like.
Name. I don't like your jerk off face. I don't.
I'm
like
not sure
behavior, and I don't like you.
I'm not sure how.
Jerk off.
I'm not sure of the best way for Spike to handle that. What's a good way?
Yeah, you have to address it because everyone knows they're going to talk about it. Like
But
you have to.
at the same token, it's his father.
But like, yeah, so
you got to try to shield him the best you can.
you can't trash him.
You know
Right,
what
he's
happens
your
if you
dad.
do another turn in the joint?
Whether
Drop
he's
your
a
father
jerk
in the
off or
shower
not,
and
he's
then
still
have a
your
snack.
dad.
You're gonna
You
charge me,
can't
dickhead.
trash him, and you can't support what he did.
Right.
So the best way to do is to say, I'm
end it.
aware of what happened.
You fucking
I'm not
goddamn
talking.
fucker.
Right.
Shut
So
that cunt's mouth or I'll come over there and fuck start her head.
we still don't know what fuck. We still don't know what fuck start means.
Fuck start.
Shut that cunt's mouth or I'll come over there and fuck start her head.
That's how you start the show. Oh, Spike Eskin has spoken. He's really.
You feel the pressure. You've got to come inside that guy, and if the guy's going to reach, he's going to go through your body.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
But I guess my point is like you bash Spike, and I guess it's low hanging fruit, easy opportunity because you don't like the guy.
Yeah.
But do you think that there was a better way that Spike could have handled it?
The two of them. That just applies to both of them.
Well, clearly, Howard's trying to shake that
Well,
moniker
let's
by
not start
hitting
sucking
on
each
young
other's
girls.
dicks quite yet.
But was there a better way for
No,
Spike
there
to handle
wasn't.
it?
There really wasn't. No, there really wasn't. He has to.
He has to address it.
You have to
and you want to
address
move
it.
on as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you have to address it. But like, does it surprise you? Have you guys ever had interactions with him?
Personal? No.
Eskin.
Or no, I've never had any. I can't.
Dude,
I wouldn't know why I would. Like, I would never. Like
I remember hating him since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, we're going back 30 years. 30 fucking years, dude.
Dude, so just so everyone knows, like the whole I never had a bad day thing. How are you, Howard? I never had a bad day. Full of shit because you had a woman killed.
Yeah.
Like you had a woman killed because you sent her flowers and her husband found out and fucking killed her. He killed her because you sent her flowers.
That's not his fault.
I'm pretty sure that was a bad day for you.
That's not his fault.
Well, no, I mean it's
I'm
not
pretty
his,
sure-
it's not
I'm
his
pretty
fault
sure-
that the husband murdered him. It is his fault for being a jerk off and sending flowers to a married woman.
I'm pretty sure it's a bad day when you were doing 95 and a 35 and you got pulled over and in Woodbury Township. I'm pretty sure that was a bad day too. Or
Like-
Burlington Township. I'm sorry.
Like Howard Eskin is the guy you love to hate.
No, he's not. I
don't love.
I never liked him. I think.
I'm right. You love to hate him.
I don't love to hate him. I just hate him.
No, love to hate is a Matthew Barnaby, where Matthew Barnaby played against you, and you're like, this fucking guy. But goddamn, if he was on my team, like Keith Jones. Think about Keith Jones.
Right.
Not. I love to hate him. Love to hate is an endearment. Term of endearment. Right? Am I right? Am I
Like
right?
even somebody like Andrew Cataldi, you could even say something along those lines because he doesn't take himself.
But Eskin, Pompous,
Eskin and Missinelli are both.
Yeah.
Now Missinelli. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Missinelli's quite gotten into the situation.
No, Missinelli never got in that type of situation. Missinelli was a pompous dick. But Missinelli to me never screamed creep. Eskin always screamed creep to me. Always.
Eskin was
always
okay. Yeah, okay.
Like you knew who Missinelli was. You knew that Missinelli stood for certain things and what he didn't stand for and whatever, because he told you. Eskin was so closed off and would shut you down It was so quick to everything.
Right.
He didn't want you to know anything. And it was so pompous, though, in the whole aspect of it, that it made you want, why are you this way?
I don't understand how he had the following that he ever had. I don't get it.
I don't fucking know. 8-6 Phillies, bottom of the ninth, says Dave Peterson.
All right.
Come on, Phillies. Come on, man. Pull us out. But I think, pieces of shit get what pieces of shit deserve.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you eat the bar. Sometimes the bar eats you. I don't know, man. It's a fucked up situation there. I feel bad for the worker who was apparently kissed, by the way. Kissed.
Right.
By that piece of shit.
Okay. That was the other. Yeah, I didn't even know about. Like, I haven't.
Yeah, she kissed him. And so
Or he
other
kissed
people,
her,
other people from Aramark coming forward and going, oh, by the way, he's not only banned from Citizens Bank Park.
Now he's banned from Wells Fargo.
The Sixers have banned him as well.
Right. Well, the Sixers are probably looking for an excuse to ban him.
The only one that hasn't are the
Phillies.
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
The Eagles, because he's their spokesperson. He'd have to kill somebody for the Eagles.
Even Ed Kratz came out and said he should be indefinitely suspended. Ed
Right.
Kratz said that.
Like, it's time for him to retire.
Ed Kratz, who's about as non-confrontational as anyone I know when it comes to that kind of stuff.
And plus the fact that from a professional standpoint, isn't going to.
Ed's like, he shouldn't be around the team.
Yeah. But it's the Eagles, and he's so far up their ass that they're going to be the last ones to make the move.
Yeah. Polsky said
I bet you out of pressure, they end up having to do it.
Polsky said he'll probably touch Callie too. Talking about Eskin. Him and his fucking beard. All right, so my quick Eskin story.
All right, you said you met him or something?
2 days in a row. So that dude, I swear to God, oh my God, this is so weird. The same show and tell night. So on my way to Cigar Lounge, Howard Eskin, wearing a long brown fur coat.
Was he serious?
It's fucking April. Okay, it's April or June.
He
or whatever.
literally was wearing a
or
brown
June or whatever. Wearing a fur coat, ugly ass brown pants, ugly. Like he looked like a turd, right? Brown shirt, coat, and brown pants. So I see him, whatever. The next day, I had tickets for the Phillies game, and I had club box seats. And we were staying in Jason Michaels' suite.
Oh, right.
And Jason Michaels used to play for Phillies. It was Jason Michaels' parents or whatever. Going up the escalator, walking by. Sure enough, I look to my right. Who's standing there? Howard Eskin, wearing brown pants, brown shirt, brown fur coat.
Looked like he didn't even get changed.
The same fucking outfit he was wearing the night before.
Jeez.
The same exact outfit. I'll do it. Like, I wish I could make this. I'm like, first of all, who the fuck wears brown?
Right.
And second, you wear brown 2 days in a row. And third, you're wearing a fucking fur coat in June. You are a pompous cunt. Like, I can't fucking stand him. Can't fucking stand him.
But he got you to complain about him.
Maybe you could just let him die.
Ah.
This
Good
is a
call.
fun fucking show tonight, man. I love you guys. Love you
Cheers.
guys. Yep. Love you, brother. You need another one?
Nah, he's got to go.
Hurry up.
No, dude, you'll never finish it in time. That thing will be the largest empty soldier I've ever seen.
Challenge accepted.
Oh,
You will
all
knock
right,
down
let's
that
go.
beer.
Challenge accepted.
I'll throw $10 down that says you don't finish that beer before you got to go.
You'll give me $10 if I drink it.
If you drink it all, I'll give you $10.
Not that. No double.
You gonna give me $10?
If I
Throw
don't,
it, put it on the bar.
I don't have no cash.
All day haze. There you go. All right, here we go. All day haze. Gary's got to fucking down this beer before his fucking old lady shows up to pick him up. Frankie Farah says Gary's the man. You know Frankie?
Yeah.
Frankie says Gary's the man. Oh, you got down that. Don't get yourself sick, dude. Cheers. Oh God, this is. Don't chug it. Don't chug it.
He's not gonna win.
Dude, it's an IPA. Don't chug it, dude. Don't do that. Don't chug
He's
it.
gotta.
Don't chug
He's
it.
gotta.
No, you don't. Drink it. She can. Don't chug it in gulps, though.
He's gonna have to. He's not gonna finish it.
In gulps. Don't chug it, but drink it in gulps.
He said not winning this.
How far away is she? Polsky said chug it, you pussy.
Chug it, Pops.
Chug it, Pops.
She's like 2 minutes away.
All right, so programming note.
Next week?
No, 2 weeks.
Yeah, next week we're off.
Yeah, next week we're off. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Back on the 2 weeks.
I'm working on a huge guest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll see if it happens. Jason says this is the time where CPS gives you what the others can't.
That's true.
What's that? That's a DUI beer? All right, well, cheers to that.
Cheers to having a DUI.
Cheers to having the breathalyzer removed from your car for after 2 years.
No more, it's gone.
That's what I'm saying. It's removed, I said. Hence removed. Oh, my God.
Congratulations, you're about halfway.
For those who still download the show and are still trying to listen, congratulations. I hope you were listening to the end of this to see if Gary can chug his beer before his old lady shows up. Otherwise,
It's a race against time.
Those who are streaming, it's a race against time. It's like Harriet Tubman going through the Underground Railroad to see if the slave owners don't catch her in time.
No,
We're going to see if you can do it.
There's no difference. There's big difference.
No, there's not.
There was a threat of her getting murdered.
You're going to get fucking murdered if you don't finish that beer in time. Your wife is going to kill you.
Dude, he's halfway through. My stomach hurts watching this.
More than halfway.
Oh. Yeah, we're not going to hear from Gary until fucking
Yeah.
like 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
I got to go to Lancaster at 6 a.m.
No, you don't.
Is it really worth the $10?
What do you mean? That's 10 for you, 10 for me. That's 20.
You never agreed to that.
Yes, he did.
No, you didn't.
What was that?
Yes, he did.
What was that?
Sean, you never agreed to $10. You didn't agree to a $10 bet.
Yeah, it was a $10 bet.
Oh, you agreed too?
No, he did.
Right. With you?
No. It's 10 from you, 10 from him.
No, it was 10 total.
No. Oh, it ain't $5.
Yeah, it is.
I would take that Jew ass back.
You can't throw it up either. You're not allowed to throw up. If you throw up, it's over. We'll give you 10. You know what? Your $10 bet was the fucking beer tonight. How's that? See you later, alligator.
At the wild crocodile.
Polsky said you're going to hurl your guts up.
No.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. Chrissy, pull over. No. Please.
Dude, how about this? July 5th, 2024, a record live streaming night.
That's awesome.
I would have never guessed that.
Are we still at like 90 something
We're 96.
right now? No shit.
Live stream. I would have never. Live streamers
Wow.
on a holiday weekend?
Well, they're trying to figure out if Gary's going to finish the beer in time.
Yeah. Everyone's tuned in. Tune in to see if Gary's going to finish his beer.
He's probably got legit 2 sips.
Good job. He did it.
All right. There you go.
My $10.
I'm only have 20. You
I
might
don't
change.
know cash. I don't know cash on me. Fuck him.
You still do owe me 20.
What, he owes you 20?
He still does.
He owes you 20?
Yeah, he still owes me 20 from this one bet that he never paid. I got a 5 and I got a 20.
Give him the 5. I already gave him 5.
You fucking Jew.
You got 10? You got a 10?
I got no change.
All right, well, what do you want? Want me to give you a 20?
The beer you drank tonight, all fucking night. All right. Corner Puff Sport. Gary did it. Gary did it.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much tonight for joining us. We'll see you guys next 2 weeks. 2 weeks, July 19th or whatever it is. Have a great holiday weekend. See you guys in 2 weeks. Those streaming lives, stay tuned for boner coverage.
Clean this out.
After a while, crocodile. All right, boner coverage.
Gary's hanging out for boner coverage.
Oh, it is for the first time in fucking ever.
Yeah.
It's not. Not right now. Not right now.
How long was our show? A little over 2 hours. 2:10, yeah.
2:10.
Chrissy, out front.
Is she?
Yeah, gotta go.
Right now?
Yep.
That was good.
Well, there's the phone call.
Oh, there-
in the nick of time.
All right, hold on. I gotta get out of Gary. All right.
Yeah, that last one hasn't even hit in yet. All right. Talk to people. All right. Well, what's going on, peoples? What's going on with the Phillies game? Who's paying attention? 8-6 it was. Anybody got a final score yet? I was got to take a piss. Jesus Christ. Welcome out, take a piss. I'm just sitting here. I don't have any callers. I can't even control the comments. So hold on. I'm coming over to Sean's side. All right, where do I find the damn comments on this thing? I can't even find the comments. Private chat? No. Banners. Oh, here's the comments. Okay. Boner City. Hi, Mike. Get to the soundboard. Mike is on the mic. That's right. What else we got? Philly score. What's going on? Nice hat. Oh, yes. There we go. I got the shirt too. I'm matching today. I got 3 new pair of shoes. So, yeah, that was exciting. All right, what else do we got going on? What are you guys up to this weekend? What everybody do for the 4th of July? Everybody got all their hands, fingers? Nah, no CPS shoes. Oh, you fished. That's right. You and Kelly fished. How'd you do? Dude, all I hear is Sean pissing. And it's like a fucking hour-long piss. He's cursing at himself that it's so long. Oh, there he goes. What if he's going to wash his hands? Going to a barbecue? Oh, nice. Yeah, apparently I'm going to a barbecue that I didn't think I was going to, but that's another story. All right, Sean's back. I don't think he washed his hands.
I totally washed my hands. Who's going to barbecue?
Polsky.
Oh, nice. What, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. Get to the soundboard, he said. Get to the soundboard. All right.
Oh, I didn't do the soundboard. No, I didn't do the soundboard.
That's all right. Man, this is annoying.
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker.
Yeah.
He beats pucks.
There you go. Stinky little Sean digits, he says. Jason, ever been to Jefferson Golf in East Norriton? No. Played it on. Oh, you played it yesterday. Nah, dude, I've never been there. We're going. I'm playing skip back on Sunday. I've never played skip back. It's the first time I'm playing that course. And Jason, real quick, Oh, they've renovated and it's awesome. Nice. Jason, are you a early riser or are you like kind of a midday, like whatever, fucking I'll play at 11 o'clock. So for me, like I like to play fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, get it done, over with, and have the rest of my day. I'd just be curious to what you do.
I don't think that Jason's probably not the type that drinks either. Not that you probably.
I don't drink
on
on the course. No,
Yeah.
I might have one. Like despite the fact of what you might believe on this show.
If you're starting at 7, you're not drinking.
No, and even if I don't know. Dude, I'm paying that kind of money, and I'm so competitive with myself. Because look, let's think about it. I'm competitive with myself. Like I don't do the money bets with other people and all that shit. I mean,
Right.
if someone wanted to, I probably would and just
Like $1 a hole or something
I'll
stupid.
have fun with it,
Yeah.
right? But up from or in the morning or twilight. Yeah, okay. All right. He'll split a 6-pack on the back. That's okay. Yeah, because I'm so competitive with myself.
Right.
And ultimately, it doesn't matter what the other person does. I don't care. Like, and that's the thing. If I was ever to golf with Jason, because I know Jason's a pretty good golfer. Like,
Right.
I can tell by his score. Like, he's a pretty damn good golfer. I'm not worried about what Jason's doing.
Right.
I'm worried about what I'm doing. If I'm fucking up, like, I'm pissed.
Right.
Jason's having a great day. Fucking, you know what I'm doing?
You're clapping for him.
Fucking, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Nice
awesome,
putt.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
proud of you. Like, that's awesome, dude. Like, have a great day. I hope you have the best day you ever had.
Right.
I'm worried about me. Like, I it's a selfish game, but it's one of the few games that you're
not really competing against. Like unless
Golf's
you're a
an individual.
professional, you're not really competing. You're just.
Yeah.
Have you played with anybody that was like close to a scratch golfer?
I have. Yeah. A couple times. Played with someone who's pretty fucking good, and I felt bad because he's getting a 4 and I'm getting a 7.
Right.
He's waiting an extra 3 minutes, each hole because I
Right.
can't get on the fucking green.
Right.
I mean, this is back in the day. I'm a little bit better now than I used to be.
Yeah. Who was it?
I don't fucking know. I don't remember. Someone
It was
someone I was paired up with.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and it was no one I knew.
Oh, okay.
No, if you're asking me if I know anybody that I played with who's a scratch golfer, no.
Or like close to a scratch golfer.
No.
Yeah.
No, anyone I've played with, like there's one guy we play with who's probably 5 or 6 over, handicap. That's pretty good.
No, so somebody that's actually in the like low in the mid 70s.
Yeah, he's probably this guy's like a low 80s.
Low 80s. Okay. Well, that's a little bit better. Well,
who's someone I know,
Right.
who plays with us enough to play with our pace.
Right.
That works.
Right.
But someone who was a legitimate scratch golfer once or twice, and it's
awkward.
You feel bad because you're like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But this was also again though, like I've I'm not talking myself up, but I've gotten a lot better over the last 3 years.
Right.
I've improved over the last 3 years than I've like ever.
Yeah.
Honestly, and especially off the tee, because your tee shots kind of lead off everything. Even though there's only one shot out of whatever 4 or 5 you're going to have on that hole.
Right.
If you're in the woods or you're in the fairway, makes a big
difference. Yeah.
So I've been a lot better with that.
Right.
And so back then I was slicing everything. So I felt like a piece of shit because this dude is in the middle of the fairway and he's boop, boop, boop in, and I'm fighting out of the fucking woods. I'm hitting a tree. I'm not doing that anymore.
Right.
I'm not hitting off of trees anymore. Like maybe once in a while, like maybe once a round,
Yeah.
maybe I'll get stuck or something. But like for the most part, I'm pretty good. It's my putting that's fucking me up. But anyway, Jason said, let me go back here. You always want a group playing well, just not better than you. Yeah. Get in touch around the 2024 Conchi Classic in September. CPS foursome. See, I don't think we have 4. Like, there's not 4 of us that are going to play. Like, would Mike play? Mike might play.
I'm going to be fucking terrible. I'm going to be over 100. Easy.
You know, so
I'm gonna be like, I'll be like the guy that's like,
yeah. Well, are we going to do that to win it? Or are we going to do it to have fun?
yeah.
What do you think, Jason? Like, should we do it? I don't know. September though, but we're in July, so that already has to be signed up for, right? If you wear a CPS shirt, it counts, right?
I can recruit people.
Yeah. Recruit some ringers. Jason, fucking
Mike Bell,
Alice Cooper.
You
know what's funny about the Mike Bell group? So, Jason, have you ever had a? I'm not comparing dicks. Trust me, that's not why I'm asking. Have you ever had a hole in one, brother? I'm gonna hear your answer there.
I guess how close have you
I
come?
wonder if Polsky's is still in here. I can't tell who's watching, dude. I've never seen this many
It still
people.
shows 95. That can't be right.
I don't know. No, he's never had one. I had one country club at the Poconos. I'll never forget the hole, dude. It goes to the left. It's a blind pin behind trees. And I played this course like 3 or 4 times prior. Grabbed my 3-wood. It's 230 out. Took a shot.
230 is a hell of a, like, that's not even like a $170, like, par 3.
Took a shot, hit it. It skinned the tree. I heard some branches. Dude, it was look, I can hit my 3-wood pretty well. On average, I probably hit over 200. It's also a little slightly downhill.
Right.
So think about that. So it's downhill to the left. So it's probably plays like a 200.
Right.
230. Probably plays like a 210 or whatever. Let's just say.
Right.
I heard it skim a tree. I'm like, fuck, it hit branches. I probably lost it in the trees. And we go down and try to find it. And I'm playing with my father-in-law and he's hitting. And I'm looking around for my ball. And he goes, what are you playing? I said, top flight. He goes, you want to check the pin? And he's standing over the pin. I said, what? He goes, you might want to check the pin. I look over, and there it fucking is.
That's wild.
Dude, it was. I didn't see it. It was a blind hole in one, dude, on a par 4.
It was a par 4. That's what I was going to say. So that was
it was a par 4.
That's an albatross.
Yes, it was. 230 with a 3-wood. I was, dude, it was crazy. So last Sunday, I'm out playing, or no, Sunday. When the fuck did I? No, not last Sunday. I don't know. Last Saturday. Whenever the fuck I played last week. Last Friday. I'm sorry. Last Friday I played. And it was 18. And it's a $180 or something, or $175 or something. And it's a par 3, but it's an island green. In a way, there is a path. So it's not technically an island green. There's a path to the left. Slight path. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab my 5-wood, and I clock it. And you know what the fucked up part is? The person we were with was talking during my tee shot.
Really?
Yeah, and she's like, I'll hit it. I said, it's fine. And I'm watching my ball. Right, I have a slight draw, and it hits, and it bounces, and all of a sudden I hear the guy who's cleaning clubs at the bottom go, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" Right, and we're watching it, and the guy and the girl are like, holy shit, and then we're watching it, and it goes right by the hole, like, dude, like this much, right by the hole. I was like, fuck! I almost have my second hole in one.
Jay, have you ever come close?
Yeah, we'll see. Mark said I got pooped my finger from that. Yeah, man. Dude, I was excited. That was exciting. Because I saw that happen. Like, I almost saw it happen.
Yeah, the first one you never saw.
No. Never saw it. So that excitement never existed there, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, you know what though? Fucking it ain't about that though. Like it's about those shots though.
Oh yeah.
Like Jay will tell you. the times like you play, like Ryan, like I took Ryan out one time, man. And Ryan struggled. He struggled. He's raw. He's really raw. But he had a couple nice shots. And he went, wow, that was fucking beautiful. I said, that shot right there is what you're going to remember.
Yeah.
That's the shot that's going to keep you playing golf. So, luckily,
it's the same way
as you get better, those shots happen more often.
That's the same thing with softball or baseball. If you connect,
oh no shit. He said he was a few inches away and Giroux was rooting it in.
Oh wow,
no dice. That's cool though. Dave Peterson said, "Happy birthday, USA. Good night, gents. See you in 2 weeks. Be safe. Fill your days and memories."
All right,
last something, Dave. Love you, man. We wish nothing but for the best for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Take care. Have a good holiday. All right. Enjoy your weekend, Dave. Dave's a good person, man.
Yeah, Dave's the best.
Little inside info here. We're already planning for a 10-year anniversary. Dave, if you're still on, hold on. So 10-year anniversary is going to be either next March or next April. The place, we have a couple places in mind. And it's based on loyalty in our history of doing the show. And we want everybody to be there. Like Jason, David, Polsky, Kelly,
Jay, obviously.
Jay. We want everyone to be there because this is big, man. Like, there's not many podcasts. First of all, there's not many podcasts that have been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
And there's not many podcasts that have been going at it for 10 years straight.
Yep.
Like, it's... I challenge you to find many that have lasted longer. I guarantee you that list is single digits. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't think that list is that long.
Especially if you're talking a group
of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's financial stuff that goes on if there's any money involved.
Especially a podcast that's not, we're not doing this for a living.
Right.
You know, we're not doing this for a living. So Dave Peterson said, I will be there as long as I'm up. What the fuck? I can't read that, dude. Come on. I will be there as long as I'm still above ground. I'm looking forward to the gathering.
Nice.
Dave, we'll make it happen, man.
Yeah.
All right. So next March or April, we're going to work it out. It might not be a Friday night. It might be a Saturday, like afternoon or something. We're going to make it work.
Right.
Jason said he's in.
Nice.
So we're also going to start working on the guests for the show.
We're hoping. It's hard to get guests.
We're going to get to show up, but we're going to work for that. We're going to get some.
All right.
We're going to get some. I'm fully confident we're going to get a few people that have been a part of the show over the last 10 years to show up. Jay said he'll be there.
All right. Good.
Yeah. That's going to be the celebration of all celebrations, dude. Like that, the fact that fucking 10 years, the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's awesome. And that's like basically, well, I mean,
and it feels like yesterday.
And most of us have been like, you and I obviously have been there since the start. Ryan wasn't far after. And Gary Gary's been here
3 years later.
Right. So Gary's like 7 in. Doesn't happen often.
That's scary that it's been that long.
Yeah. And I'm going to say it now. You know, we're off the actual.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Ron can't be a part of it.
It is. It is.
And it's a shame because if Ron somehow reconciled or tried,
he would have.
Or even if he would now, there'd probably be a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if he reached out and said, I'd be like, Sean, we got to do it. It's 10 years. He was he started this with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to try and talk, but it'll never happen because he'll never do it.
No. Polsky said you guys were the only podcast that was still broadcasting during COVID every week. Very little going on. And it's a sports podcast, dude. Like, I don't know how the fuck we did it.
Well, he just pivoted.
Polsky said, who? Oh, no, not him. Dave. Yep. That's one of the names. I have a request. Scott Air.
Yeah.
Scott Air is someone I'm going to hit up. So I'm gonna start working on this now, man, because it's only July, but people have to make plans. It takes a long time to plan these things, and we're gonna work our magic. I guarantee you, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm almost 100% sure we're gonna have a Flowery legend there.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them's gonna come through for us. And I will say there will be an ex-Philly there. One way or another, there's going to be an ex-Philly there.
Okay.
We're going to make it work. So
I can think of a couple.
There's definitely going to be some media members there.
I can think of a few of them.
Yep. So yeah, you're going to
three come to mind.
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
We're going to be okay. We're going to have a good time, man. I'm just waiting to see if we get 100 fucking live viewers at once. We're at 97 right now. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's
It went up.
I don't know what's happening, dude. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's tuning into Boner coverage. Yeah, it was a good show tonight, though, man. Good podcast tonight. We appreciate it.
Did we figure out the Phils?
What's that?
I gotta check on the Phils.
The Phils, did they win?
Yeah, they won final. All right.
8-6?
Yep.
8-6. Good. Yeah, fucking A. Deliver, baby.
You have to like when there's a guy coming right in your face and he just sits in there and delivers it really well.
Yeah, go Phils.
Yeah, it's a big win. I mean,
28 games over 500 now.
Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Braves are playing pretty well. They're not playing as well as they have in years past. But
Good night, Jay. Take care, brother.
yeah, good night, man. Yeah. That's it's pretty good. I mean, the Braves are playing reasonably well, but the Phillies are just running away with it.
It's nuts, dude.
Still the best record in baseball, right?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, a couple teams have fell off a little bit. I keep burping up that pork. A little bit. Of, it's a little like the wings though, because it had the sweet and hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got like that the meat and then like the spiciness as you're burping out of.
It's good stuff though.
It is.
That's interesting.
What's that?
For some reason I can't get on there. All right, it's all right. I can't get on the live feed on my other page. I don't know. It's weird. It is what it is. All right. Well, we had a good time tonight, man. Boner coverage. We'll call this the feeling when the fruit of your labor finally pays off. Priceless.
I guess it's the 10 years, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Jay said, hold on, let me see. Listening to podcasts for the last 2 years and meeting you guys have been a life changer for me.
That's awesome, man.
What the fuck?
That's great, dude.
Damn, dude. So Jay and I go way back, like way back. So that's awesome, dude. I appreciate it. I know Jay's been through some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows we've all been through some shit. Jay's always wanted to check in with you, no matter what.
Yep.
So, dude,
he's helped
Jay,
he's helped a lot of us out.
Jay,
yeah, the last sip. There it is.
that's to you, man.
Yeah, it was good to see him last week. I was looking forward to the wrecked pirate tonight, but hopefully in 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks. Jay will be here in person.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. Mark, you're more than welcome too, motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Yeah, have a wrecked pirate with us.
Yeah. Dave Peterson says good night 10 minutes ago, and he goes, that feeling of the he's still there. He's still
Yeah.
He's still there. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Dave's another one. I'll check in. He checks in.
Yeah, all these guys.
Yeah.
Jay, Mark. Yeah, they all check in. Posey says let's party. Yeah, Jay, Mark. Yeah, 2 weeks. Go on over.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it a big fucking party out of it. Because what I'm working on, if it happens,
I forget what this one is. Maybe I remember. I don't know.
I reached out to a band that Ryan and I really like, Ancients.
Oh, really?
And we'll see.
Okay.
They have a new album coming out in August.
I said I'll be trying to promote the album, and okay.
They said yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to just now down a date. So
That'd be kind of cool. We'll be shifting a lot from the sports talk.
Yeah, we don't do the sports thing. Like we don't do the music thing that much. And like, this is a band that I just think that needs that. They need that exposure, dude. They're that.
And you could just.
They're that fucking good.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is that like we talk sports and we've talked to a couple of sports players. The stories from bands and the lifestyle and that background and the like we heard all the crazy stories from some of the Phillies and all this like, but a band is a different story. And have a band that's travels around the world and shit and hear the stories, that'd be cool.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, man. We'll see what happens. If not, I'm working on it back up. So we'll see. It'll be a good time. So all right. Well,
calling it a night.
There's that. Boner coverage. Jay said he's trying to get Styx and Bon Jovi on the show. Cool.
Yeah.
I have a dumpster in the back. They can jump on that. All right. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Corner Pub Sports says
penis out.
Penis out. See you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And it's not music you need to check out when you get a chance. Now Jelly Rolls. Jelly Roll, I know, man. Dave, I know he's getting a lot of
the guy when I need a favor. That's the only hit I know. It's all right.
I don't hate him. I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about him, the Post Malone thing, all that. Like,
he's different from Post Malone, though.
Yeah,
Post Malone's more pop,
but he's got the same face, the same makeup,
right?
Tattoos all over his face, and the whole makeup and the whole thing. I think is a flash in the pan, just like Post Malone.
Post Malone's been around for like 10, 15 years now, hasn't he? 10 years now.
He's been around as top like that long, has he?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get it, but I don't.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't know. I'm just a curmudgeon.
Yeah, grumpy old man.
Yeah, music snob. I am a music snob. All right.
Ladies and gents, have a good night.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you, everybody. See you guys. Penis out.